walk these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm not with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So if you take a little walk on the wild side, be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
What's up, everybody? Monday. We made another Monday here as we inch ever closer to the ending of summer. Sad to say, guys, but it's coming. We need to accept it. Summer was great, but we are approaching the ending of the summer, and that's why we got to talk about the shit we got to do before the summer's over. There might be a schedule style stream at some point, so we got to kind of decide what we're going to do. So this just schedule update for this one. Saturday will definitely be Dead Sea Scrolls, 100% Dead Sea Scrolls with Steve of the Dead. It will be a, return to the Dead Sea Scrolls of old. So that'll be on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Atlas the Bookkeeper will be back, and we'll continue watching the This Is How You Don't Play of Donkey Kong 64, which was very, very good. Highly recommend checking that one out if you haven't. But yeah, we got to continue with Dent Stranding. We got to continue with the work. We got to get to the end of some kind of trail, right? At some point, right? You'd think. I'm kind of weirdly itching to play Amazon Trail again. Weirdly. Like, that did kind of grab me. I kind of want to get back on that goddamn Amazon Trail. And I got to get revenge from Henry fucking Ford. Douchebag. Oh, I found myself here. This is, someone found some very old footage of myself here when I used to work at the post office. And this was just a little video of old me. You're going to enjoy this one.
Well, look what we found.
Not this guy.
By going through the trash inside the Floyd parking lot here at the main post office.
Okay, watch this. I'll show you when I show up. So the post office guys have a lot of fun. Is anyone working at the post office? Is this true? This is the parking lot of the post office.
At the main post office.
Here's me, by the way. This is me.
Booze is the beverage of choice. All hours of the day. It got so bad, supervisors called a special meeting to warn workers that the binges were getting out of hand. That didn't stop these two postal employees from pounding down a few.
That's me right here.
It's only 10 a.m., and already this guy's enjoying a bud.
Yeah,
he chases
why not?
it down with some hard stuff.
Yeah, I mean, what else you gonna chase it down with, Pops?
Another beer, followed by some liquid refreshment from a second liquor bottle. A few days later, neither rain nor sleet nor snow kept the same postal worker from his familiar spot in the parking lot and his portable bar. I told one supervisor had her tight.
Those guys get fucking down, man. Damn. Anyways, that seems like a fun place to work, man. Pretty cool. Anyways. No, I never did when I was a car drinker. No, I wasn't that bad. Remember, I was very functional. I waited till I got home every time. And then when I got home, the party would start. But yeah, I never did straight from the bottle in the car before my job. I never got to that level. But I know that's a real thing for some people. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant, who says, "I'm glad you officially changed the name of Summer of Too Much of WPIG and took away the too much. I know it's hard to admit when you're wrong with big ups. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Big ups, Mr. Extravagant. So, been working overtime. Let me tell you, I got many new animations to show, and unlike DSP, I'm not going to make anybody do any kind of requirements to get them. So now at my disposal, I can push a button and get this. For the times when this is necessary. Here we go. When Philip starts bitching about Nintendo, when he starts bitching about the Cannon Brothers, bring it out. There's that one. We also have some more random Ashtons. Now, they are random, so I can't show it to you, but I will try to get a random Ashton here. I think I have about 30 now, so it's pretty low chances, but I added 5 or 6 new Ashtons. Here we go. Here's a try for one.
He's poor!
Nah, that's not a new one. That's not a goddamn new one. And also we have Anytime We Need It. I had to make this on a button. Here we go. This is my favorite. I think this is the new sub animation. Honestly. We had to have this one. That's on a button now, thank God. Okay. I have new toys now to play with. Let's try one more Ashton.
He's like, he's so disappointed about it.
God damn it, that's an old one. Anyways, we'll see him naturally throughout the course of the day, I'm sure. But let's get you recapped on the weekend. So yesterday he was whaled out completely by one person, I think. He had like over $400 or something. It was $300 from one person. So get ready to hear how awesome everything is, guys, today. He's going to be a very smug DSP today, so get ready for that one. But there was some interesting stuff still yesterday. And I think I want to start with this one from Snort Burnell, where he's going to be talking about the FGC, something he cares so little about, as you know. But we have to spend some time bitching about the FGC. So I'm going to see what he said here first.
It's how to play the game!
From Snort Burnell, obviously. And also, today is going to be completely menu because we got, he hit so many goals. He's already got to think about the next one, shit like that. So, get ready for that.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Oh, god damn it!
Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Here's one of the best players in the world and last year's Evo USA winner, Punk to God. I lost to Kusanagi, laughing out loud, so laggy. He whiffed level 2, I couldn't punish it. Really fun tournament. I'm now learning about tournament mode as VSync set on, and if you watch this clip, basically it's this Rashid player, who is this guy, Dual Kevin, okay? He is completely beating this Chun-Li player, Moke, or Moke, I don't know how to say his name, he's Japanese. He's beating his ass. All of a sudden, right in the middle of his corner setups, he's mistiming everything. And then Moke has a mysteriously insane comeback because it seems like Dual Kevin can't time anything properly to stop him or do his setups. So basically what he's saying is, because the VSync is set on, everything's delayed and he can't do his setups properly. Here's Chris G, who I've played before for the
Oh, is he like looking at article now? Why are we looking at Twitter through this way?
record in Street Fighter 6 and other games. One of my matches on PC was stuttering. Sucks. So imagine that. You're playing on PC in a tournament, and the game is freezing and unfreezing because the PC is messed up. Okay? And this is Capcom Pro Tour, all right? This is
shout outs to New York Chris, by the way. And
hey,
Chris.
rinky-dink tournament event, grassroots event for a few hundred people. This is an event that thousands of people flew to in order to try to win and qualify for the finals and make big money. You know, this is their job. This is what they're doing for a living, and they're playing on setups like this, okay? So you might say, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This must be a relatively new problem, right? No. Back in the day, it was exactly the same. Let me explain. So back
yeah, let me tell you how this extremely irrelevant thing is also relevant to me from 15 years ago. That makes sense.
All right? There was no, you bring your own joystick to the tournament. It was, you go to the tournament and you play on whatever setups they have.
Yeah.
Wow. The big reveal. Yeah, no shit, that was a big reveal.
This is the equivalent of playing online and having massive lag or having your inputs drop. It's exactly the same. So, you know, when I play fighting games online and I'm constantly complaining that this is stupid and not competitive, that's exactly what's happening in Capcom Pro Tour right now at this Blink Respawn. And all the pro players are speaking out against it. It's the same exact situation, only they're playing offline and having the same problems as if they were playing online with lag. That's really stupid, right? He legit thinks he's God's gift to the world. Like, that guy is like, I can't imagine how he holds his ego in his head, how his head hasn't exploded the way that he acts and thinks.
Here is this year's attendance for EVO 2025. Oh. Ooh. For the record, these are the most...
He's trying to make it like that alone is shocking. Ooh. Ooh, yes. As you can see, guys, from these numbers on the screen, it's very bad.
most registered games. Okay, this is not, oh, these are just the top 8. No, these are the most registered games at the event. There are side tournaments that only have like 200 to 100 registrants.
Yeah.
Okay, so Street Fighter 6, only 4,200. The year before, they had over 5,200. So they lost 1,000. 1/5 of the player base is gone. So what happened?
It's an older game?
What's going on right now? Why out of nowhere are we seeing an about-face decline at EVO?
That's not about face decline. We're really bringing all the terms out, aren't we?
Isn't that really confusing? Because I thought that the fighting game community was healthy, and everyone says that these modern games are more popular than ever. I mean, they're selling like hotcakes, right? So I'm confused, and it makes me scratch my head. Like, what's going on right now?
I said, guess what? I think it's finally time that DSP bites back a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen! Ladies and gentlemen! Harsh but fair. Just gifted. Nine. Creature?
Today. It's weird. Like, no one in YouTube chat's really talking. Kick chat is talking. YouTube chat is like asleep, and I don't get it.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, it seems like only the whale. There's like no dolphins anymore for DSP. It's whale or nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, there's those weird like guys that do $5 drips, like, but they do like 20 in one stream to say random shit, like, "Oh, I love you forever." And how do you fight through all this shit? But like,
Skip the button this time. We've seen it. Oh, instead of the button, we get this. Sweet.
what's wrong with that?
We get a totally different Reedus view this time. Wow. Now, you know that Hideo Kojima actually has the raw footage of truly naked Norman Reedus, and he keeps it for himself, and he watches it between game dev sessions. The full body scan was undertaken.
Insinuating he's homosexual?
I'm gay, totally gay.
I don't know about it. I don't know if you can call Hideo Kojima homosexual in any way. I don't know. He's kind of showed himself to be true
Guess what?
gooning style. But
I
yeah,
have received.
he might like it though. I don't know. Who knows?
Are you ready for this? A $191.
See, so there's the first day stream.
They're like teeth that filter things. It looks like cones. He's got a big old eyeball. I'll be back tonight around 7. Truly unruly alcoholic sales. We'll have a nice.
All right, we made it to the night stream.
My favorite part. The vast majority of my money goes towards that.
I had something like 700 plus gifted subs on Kick. Now I only have around like 400 because many of them expired.
Which I think that sale sounds too high, honestly.
And like we know, there were some people who were during those months where I was cool with Kino Casino. They were casino fans coming by and dropping insane amounts of subs, and now those people have moved on. So that's why we got the decline. Many people are wishing Jade a happy birthday. Oh no!
Oh yeah,
What are you doing?
we saw that one.
They literally drove into me. Are you kidding me? You idiot!
I don't want to see this. We saw this yesterday. It's kind of less interesting. I want to see the FGC part, but I don't care about just the driving shit. I guess we could see the ending. How did he end this stream?
So maybe we have to figure out tomorrow night what to do. I don't know. Maybe we should return to the caves. We haven't been to the caves in a while. So maybe we go back there and see if we go further in what resources and things we can find. We'll see. All right, everyone, thank you. What a great day. Thank you all. The only bad thing about today was Burger King sucked ass. It was really bad. But outside of that, the streams were great. The support was great. The vibes were great. Jade had a great birthday. Everyone, we had a good one. That's what it's all about, right? All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Jade had a good one.
I will see you all tomorrow for another good one, starting with the Level 1 podcast.
That's
and
the sign of any good stream. Jade had a good one.
I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I do drink, though.
Jade had a good one, honestly. That's the most important point. Big ups to I Am The Law, who says, Theo Theory, DSP got a cease and desist that caused him to miss a week. While he had a lawyer's ear, he got advice and falsely inflated his case. I mean, cease and desist for what, though, right? I think the kind of theory that's definitely gaining some support is the week-long strike. Because it literally was 1 week off, which makes sense, right? Literally 1 week, 7 days. And, it's starting to make more sense, kind of. And it was against his will, which makes it sound like it's not about mommy anymore. If you say that, you're totally fucked up. But again, Philip might say that. But it's kind of gaining some more support, and it makes a little bit more sense now that we're learning more information, right? That we're learning more about it. He was gone exactly 1 week, yes. So just something to think about, but who fucking knows? So DSP, have you seen, I showed you this tweet on, that being said, yesterday, this viral style tweet. It got 2.2 million views yesterday, 2.4 today. DSP responded to it last night, as you might see, because things are going so great. So he's ready to respond to some stuff. He says, who the fuck is that? This person says, looking to stop killing games, as he's been told on stream many times. You should have great interest in it with how much money you spent on WWE Champions. DSP responds with, if WWE Champions permanently shut down today, I wouldn't give a shit. Right, definitely. He then says, but I thought this guy is Pirate Games or something, so now you know his name. People keep bringing it up, but I haven't looked into it. I actually thought he was running Stop Killing Games at first, but I guess I was confused. You instantly know a lot of information about someone you just said, who the fuck is that? But okay. Then this Boulder Punch person explained correctly. You wouldn't give a shit that the only game you show any enthusiasm for permanently shuts down? Sure thing, Phil. And of course, he did not respond to that one, as you might expect.
We did it, brother.
Oh, bro.
He didn't find the time to respond to that one. I don't know why, but we'll figure it out later, I guess. He's don't worry though. He is getting incredibly dragged in these comments. Some people that don't know about things say something, say like "let's go," but because remember, this is the guy. If there's one person you want to shit on the internet right now, it's that guy. Right? So people that don't know anything and just know DSP is the dude that jerks off think this is a massive win. DSP is shitting on, oh my God, DSP is shitting on this dude too? Awesome. But that's why DSP is going after this guy, because he'll only go after people that are at literally the lowest of the low. The only reason he went after Pro Jared is because he was at the lowest of the low point in his career. And he still came back from that and now is way bigger than DSP could ever dream to be, right? Now, he feels safe to go after Pirate Software because he's at the lowest of the low and literally everyone hates him online. That's the only reason he feels confident enough to go after him now. But anyways, let's get to some. This is not even DSP in the wild. This is just DSP with other YouTubers that know about him. You know what I mean? So here we go. This is some Nintendo YouTubers talking about DSP. Shoutouts to Mighty D for this one.
Couple of platforming moments. I remember there was one challenge room where
I remember that guy from the top left. He was on Game Chasers a little bit. That guy's name is Wood. Wood something. Wood. I can't remember what, but he's Wood.
Have something. To spin on a rock and glide down the. Actually, I can show you it because I have a clip from it. If you will humor me here for a second, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear this.
I remember he got really huge in during like COVID or something. I was surprised by that because I thought he was like he's fine, but he was like a normal gaming YouTuber or whatever. But then he like blew up during COVID.
Oh no!
That girl, listen.
Be able to hear this.
Oh no!
That oh no! Listen to her only.
Be able to hear this.
Oh no!
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not sure if the sound's coming through.
Guy on the bottom right is trying to use his phone, but trying to not use his phone so people know he's using his phone. Watch this. Watch him. He's making a big mistake here. Watch him. Bottom right.
I'm not sure if you guys will be able to hear this.
Using his phone.
Oh no!
Using his phone. Using his phone.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm
still
not
watching.
Sure if the sound's coming
using
through.
His phone.
We need the sound to come through for this. It's very important.
It's so funny.
It's very important to have sound. Let me see if I do this. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but I'll give it a shot.
Oh yeah, it's this part too. Yes, this is the best. I've watched this so many times. I don't care.
I don't understand. What the hell's going on? What? Thanks for explaining nothing. Okay, here we go. What happened? Sure. I thought you could turf surf on the thorns. I guess not. What happened? Why did it break? I'm dead.
What happened?
I don't understand what's going on. It's breaking instantly.
That was actually the moment I was thinking of for the 3D platforming. That's our friend of the show, DSP there. Who,
friend of the show.
We recently showed his Mario Kart performance on the channel.
Oh, great.
Why is this guy so bad at games, Sean?
I don't know, and it's never his fault. It's always
No, it's never his fault.
I have a weird thing where I can't help but watch him sometimes. You know the game Blueprints?
Yeah.
Okay. He was playing Blueprints and he was stuck on a puzzle. And somebody in the chat was telling him how to solve the puzzle. And he was telling this person they were wrong. It's not how you do it. Just going back and forth for like 10 minutes. And he was doing what the gentleman or the individual was saying incorrectly. And the guy was like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it like this. You got to do it like this. And then finally, he did it the way he was saying.
Yeah.
He didn't even say thank you.
Oh,
He was just
oh
like,
God, no.
Oh, well, there you go. Right on. I was like, oh my God, dude.
We
Hey,
showed We showed
You
the
get money
clip,
though.
After Mario Kart came out of him. There's like a jump where like you go across the course. You don't actually take the course. You kind of skip a part. I don't know if you saw this clip. And he tried to get back on the course and go the other way, which was so obviously not what you were supposed to do. And then it was yelling at him that he was going the wrong way. And he's like, why'd the game put me the wrong way? That's not good.
It's kind of bad. Like, I know the thing he's talking about.
Not good. What is this game doing? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Where is the Kick support? We need to get some subs over on Kick. We need to get some super chats going. You know, there's not been any super stickers or anything like that. Let's get some support going.
Oh my God.
Not bad, not bad. I love the mind that there's no bad DSP impressions. This gentleman's taking the there's a little bit of a lisp being added, but he does have the correct let's get some support. He has that part down well.
Get him on the pod.
I would
so
love
good.
to talk to him.
Oh, please.
I don't want him on here. You can
God
have,
damn it, Wood.
I would love to talk to him.
You can take him.
Fuck you. Who the fuck are you to make that kind of a crazy ass thing?
God damn it, Wood. Please do it. I'll make sure you're nice and prepared. Musician Kane says he 100% went to visit his parents because when he came back, he used airline terminology. We both know he isn't creative enough to just come up with that. He said it because it was on his mind. Okay, Music. What terminology did he use that was of like airline terminology? How much airplane terminology did he use, guys? Like what? Give me an example. Like what? Lift off? Take off? Put your trays in the upward position? Guys, like, you know, yesterday in an airline rant. Okay, well, now you're talking. All right, I'm ready to be proven wrong. 100%. You guys know that. I'm ready to be proven wrong at any point. So if he did an airline rant, now that's a little different. Now I'm listening. Now I'm listening. I didn't hear anything yesterday at all. Sunday I don't get to hear anything. I didn't hear much at all. I was out of the night stream and I watched with Atlas. But anyways, okay, let's get to this next. So this is Philip before he did. We're not gonna watch the fucking eating. I mean, that's for fucking sure. But wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. It was literally the first thing he said in the cold open. It was in the first 10 minutes of coming back on the first stream. Now you guys have really got me thinking. All right, let me find them when he came back. When he came back, I'll get the clip. Because I'm not sure what we're talking about here. I'll pull it up. Don't worry. I'll get on this. I want to put this an end to this nonsense. All right, anyways, let's watch this. Philip gets food and apparently is upset with his delivery driver, so I wanted to hear this part too.
I have the food. It's just, I'm going to tell you, this is the problem with these gig jobs, is that you could get one person who literally is like the best person ever. They go above and beyond. They're ultra nice. They do everything right as instructed. And then you can get someone who's just a complete buffoon, does everything wrong, hinders you and your schedule and everything. But yet they're all expected to get tips and everything. It's like, I already tipped the guy. Like, seriously, I probably wouldn't have tipped him at all with the way that he just did that. And I'll tell you in a second. Let me get the food over here.
I want to hear
we'll
this,
get set up.
Karen.
It's here, so you can see. So,
I probably wouldn't have tipped at all. You know how DoorDash fucking works. You just, when you order it, you do the tip. It's not like choice to tip later.
That guy does not speak English at all. The guy who just delivered it. So you know me, I live in a private community. You need to read the instructions. It says where to enter the community from. It tells you the gate code. It tells you where to go in the community to deliver the food. He can't read. The guy's actually illiterate. So he drove up to the front gate, and here I am trying to finish that mission with you guys.
Can't read.
And he's clicking the button on the app that says, I have arrived, I have arrived, I have arrived. No, you didn't. You're not outside my house. You're at the front gate. You have the code. You have the instructions. He can't read.
There's a button on the app for the workers that says, I have arrived, I have arrived. I mean, how does Philip know that? But all right.
He's just clicking the button like this. So luckily for me, I have a way to just open the gate. So when I saw that, I opened the gate. He drove all the way back here. And then, I'm not kidding, he got out of his car and he just stood there at the front of my house like this, clicking the button again. I have arrived. I have arrived. The instructions specifically say...
And you can see him? How far away is this, Philip? Why don't you just go walk down there?
Drop the food off and leave. It says just leave it. It's a drop off at the door. He just keeps pressing the button like this. So here I am trying to finish this mission with you guys, and he keeps pinging me to go downstairs.
So
like,
why
dude, just
don't
leave
you
the
go?
fucking food. Then I go to get the food. I open the door. The guy, he stares at me like a deer in headlights, okay? Like, am I the guy? I'm like, yes, that's my food. So I take it from him, and he goes, 5-star. I said, what? 5-star.
5-star.
Give, 5-star. Give 5-star.
He's trying to make money for his fucking family. What are you going to do?
Wants me to give him a 5-star rating for that stellar delivery. For the record, there's no 5-star. It's either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and you can click like, oh, it was speedy delivery, took care, was nice. There's no 5-star. So the guy doesn't even know that the company he works for doesn't give 5-star ratings, but he's asking for a 5-star, and that's all he can say. He can't say another word.
So how did you handle this, Philip? With respect and grace?
Anyway.
What'd you do, drop kick him?
It's time for DSP Tries It.
So what did you give him? We all right? This is a... adjusting everything, aren't we? We got to fix our belt. This is a pre-belt loosening. You ever do this before Thanksgiving? This is the pre-belt. You loosen up the belt line because you know you're going to fill up. Look. Look at him down there. Ready? Whew, let me adjust. Hang on.
Anyway, it's time for DSP Tries It. Okay?
Hang on. Look, see? Pulling the old pants down, up. Okay. Making room.
All right, let me get everything set up because nothing is set up now. I was not expecting to do DSP Tries It.
Okay, so I want to get the nosebleed section as well. There was apparently a nosebleed that happened. That's interesting. I do have the clip of the, big ups for sending, I do have the clip of the airline rant. I want to play that as well. Where is the nosebleed? Okay.
Original, that was pretty bad. Okay? All right, excuse me, guys. I paused the recording because I had to belch and I need to go blow my nose.
I'll watch the Bone and Burger.
The fiery thing was so spicy, it made my sinuses start to run. So I'm just going to clear my sinuses before we get to the main event, which is what you guys want to see, right? Okay, give me a second.
Isn't that just post-nasal drip?
You may have to be a bit patient, because as I was blowing my nose...
Oh!
So I could clear my...
Dude, you could do that with tissue in there? That seems dangerous. What if it just sucks on up? Then what? You gotta extract that thing. I didn't know you could do that with that control. I mean, he is the king for a reason, though. But I thought snorting would kind of suck it up. But I guess he can control. He can do one nostril only snorts. That's tough.
Bit patient, because as I was blowing my nose...
Whoa, see?
So I could clear my sinuses so I could eat the Whopper.
That's a one-sided.
My nose started to bleed. Which happens sometimes during the summer, particularly when the air conditioner is on all day and it's very dry air. Sometimes I get random nosebleeds, really annoying. It also happens in the winter when the heat is on all day. So I have to wait a minute here for this to stop so that I can actually eat the Whopper, or else there's going to be blood all over the Whopper, which I don't think anybody wants.
That's a great fucking frame right here. The Devoom showing nothing. The Queen's crown above the blank Devoom, the Philomania shirt, the fake headphones on a random clear pipe. Philip's shirt just got off the restaurant, the Rainforest Cafe, has a nosebleed somehow. And the Burger King bag sitting there, and the old YouTube play button. Signifying days of yore when he was successful. But now we have to deal with nosebleeds and Burger King to get money from our fans.
Sucks. It's life. It happens. I was ready for it. Thank goodness I had paused and I was ready for it. And I can get blood all over the place because it just starts like gushing. I'm like, oh, shit.
How are you ready for it?
No, I do not use nasal saline spray. No, I don't.
Great question, though.
Like I said, it happens randomly sometimes. Particularly today, I had the air conditioner on full blast the entire stream. My nose is probably all dried out. I actually was sneezing earlier today, too. So,
oh, thanks for the update.
Annoying.
Oh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Ugh.
holding his nosebleed tissue up while we take our sip. That's a blood avoiding sip. Okay, here's the bone. DSP has showed up in chat, but slideshow has not started.
Devour.
Here he comes. Ooh. Huh?
For the record, if you noticed, I winced. There was a piece of bone in there.
Right.
I'm not kidding. So as I was chewing, a piece of bone hit my tooth down here and caused me sharp pain.
Okay. Right. Well,
so apparently,
if you could chew it up, it's not really a bone.
Not
so
the
you just
safest
swallowed
and
it?
highest quality of beef brisket if there's bone pieces in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely a bone. We just chewed it down and swallowed it like it was nothing. But yes, it was a bone. Definitely a bone.
Let's continue.
All right, we're not watching all this. Okay, so let's get to the airport content. Okay, we're gonna verify music and Kane's thoughts. All right, so let's do it here. This is when he got back. Okay. Oh no, this is from yesterday. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. Okay, he talks about airlines yesterday.
All right, and we've been looking at, hey, maybe eventually we will go on a trip. Maybe we'll do something. We started looking at prices and things. They are absolutely ridiculous. I'm not kidding you. Plane tickets actually have increased exponentially in price recently. I don't know why. And are you aware? Just listen to this.
Oh, you know, he was so happy that, oh, Kat, look how expensive everything is, Kat. We can't go. Look at this. You see this?
When you go to fly now, when you buy a ticket, you basically get assigned a random seat. You don't get to pick a seat. If you want to pick a seat, guess what you got to do? Pay more money.
At certain airlines, not all.
Oh, I have a bag that I want to check. That costs money. It's not free anymore.
With certain airlines, yes.
I'm serious. Every little thing is a little nickel and dime transaction.
Yes.
Involved with travel. Hotels. Oh, boy. Don't.
What? What are you going to say there? They cost money?
A hotel, and it's like they quote you an amount, and this is what it's supposed to be. Oh, but they don't tell you about the hidden fees, the hidden taxes. It's insane. Every little thing is now meant to rob you. It's
what? And this is a guy that buys DoorDash every fucking day. What? Hidden fees. It's the same thing as DoorDash. What's the difference? And they show you before you pay. What? Okay, the room is $118. You know they got a fucking whatever fee. It's like whatever. That's it. How is it? Okay.
Different than how it used to be, where you used to be able to go to Evo, okay, with a shoestring budget. You would budget together with your friends, and you would share a hotel room, and you would go on the midnight red-eye flight that was really cheap, and you would basically eat shitty food the whole time you were there, and you could probably get away with a trip to Evo for under $1,000. Today, to go to Vegas for just a few days.
Yeah, thank you, Commence the Jiggling. He hasn't been to Vegas in 20 years. He's talking about 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
At a minimum, would cost you probably between $2,000 to $3,000 between the airfare, the hotel, food.
The hotel?
$3,000 between the airfare, the hotel.
Hotels are expensive, honestly. You know that. Hotels can get expensive. I recommend hotels for that very reason. But hotels, if you want to go there, you got to pay the extra fee.
Food, the tournament registration and fees and all that. You're spending thousands of dollars. Okay?
I thought like all the hotels are in Mexico. You got to stay away from the hotels in Mexico. I thought.
So things have changed. It's no longer where it used to be, hey, this is a grassroots thing and a kid who's an aspiring
Maybe that's something different.
Fighting game player can afford to go to Evo. Now it's more like a luxury event. It's either if this is your job, you can do it because this is what you're waiting for all year. This is your World Series, your main event, your World Cup. Or if you're a tourist who this is just a fun convention you're attending, you don't care about actually participating. You're spending a lot of money to attend Evo, the event. and you treat it like that. And hey,
but, so anyways, the point of this clip, by the way, which was interesting. Thanks for sharing, though, for this other rant. But I think, aren't you kind of debunking yourself, Musician? Because he gave a reason why he'd be looking at those fucking terms, right? Because he would like, hey, Cat, I've got a lot of money. Let's check out the tickets to go somewhere. Whoa, that's too expensive, honey. We can't go there. So that might be why he has that on his mind. Musician Kane. I'm just reading how it's spelled. Look, Musician Kane. Let me know if I'm wrong, Musician Kane. But I mean, he just wants to. No. That's the thing. Here's a little trick. If you look up doing something with someone, it's like an asshole way to like fake pretend you're interested in giving a present, even though you're not. You shouldn't do that. But I'm saying it's an asshole move you can bring out. It's like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. Let's look it up. Oh my God, look at this. It's too expensive. We can't do that. Man, that would have been fun. Shoot. Anyways, see you later. I got to go up, start the stream. That's how assholes can operate. Big ups, Matt Ice. Thank you so much, sir. Who says, with a rip-roaring snort, he caused himself a massive nosebleed. But what he didn't know is that he also ripped through the fabric of time and space. In one snort, he brought back Amelia Earhart from an alternate dimension where she survived. Yes! I've been waiting for Amelia Earhart to turn up again. Thank God. Big
While
ups,
you're in
Matt
Vegas,
Ice.
have a Vegas vacation, then that makes sense.
Vegas vacation.
But in regards
Reminder, when he had a chance to do a Vegas vacation, he didn't leave his hotel room.
to the common player going to Evo and actually using...
Okay. Music Kane says it was on the first stream back with the aviator glasses. He said, prepare for takeoff. Now that I will find, sir. I like this mini mystery we're going down here. Here we go. You are right. Okay. Here it is. So, Music and Kane, we're going to get to the bottom of this right now. Philip has just started the slideshow. We still got plenty of time. Don't worry.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
This is right when he came back.
Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Some things have happened that I think we need to discuss. It's interesting what happens when the king is not around, isn't it? Honestly, I don't know. I've been so busy, I have no idea what's been going on. But I'm back. So, fasten your seatbelts. Return your tray tables to their upright positions because we're ready for takeoff. It's time for the Level 1 podcast. Attention!
Michael, it's your birthday today. So, okay, I get your point. He did say, let's say, aviation terms after that. But is that 100% proof? I'm not saying that, but that there is some value to that comment. I will say that. That is something. He does, things at top of mind do get said a lot, right? And it's usually trackable as to why he's saying that thing. So I will give you credit for that one. Big ups. I was not familiar with your game. Thank you. Gothic Ghost 73 says, sir, you need to turn off your phone for takeoff. He would hate when they say that. God damn. I'm sure he still did the pulls, though. Got to get those pulls. Wedding Gout says, looks like people outside the Snortex are taking notice of the post-keynote let's get subs right now style of begging specifically. Love to see that. Like, for example, who? I want to see. Let's get some subs right now. Come on. Who's going to be the first priest of support? And he never said those terms again because his goldfish brain instantly forgets things. Okay. So, yeah, since the day back, they're top of mind. And then after that, he does forget that kind of stuff. That is true. We are out on the slideshow here. And I do want to get to what was the other thing I wanted to show? Oh, yeah, the rant. Okay, so this rant here is an all-timer that we definitely need to talk about. So this was yesterday after getting completely wailed out, obviously. And this is how he decides to, dunk on everyone at the end. Here we go.
You want to know what the best part is?
Oh, wait, I think there was a funnier version of this. Here we go. This is a funnier version. Let's do the funny version.
You want to know what the best part is? Every day when I see the insane, salty comments from people on the internet, whether it's on X or it's in video comments, telling me what a loser I am and what a failure I am and how I'm failing and I'm doing terribly. And, they would definitely not want to ever be me. These people live in an alternate reality.
Oh.
Hey, they actually think I'm doing bad. They think that like things are horrible for me. Because you know why? Because they watch channels that say that. They literally watch people who just outright lie every day.
Oh, please, H-Bomb, can we get this version of DSP talking about his Trulies? Please. Please, can we get that? I need that.
About me saying horrible things like, oh, Phil's family life has fallen apart and this is going bad for him. Literally none of it is true. Everything is great. Really, everything for me right now is going really well. This has been likely my best year that I've seen in over a decade. I'm not kidding. I got out of drama, and I'm still doing well for myself when it comes to my setup, when it comes to the games we're playing, the playthroughs we're doing, the support I'm receiving. It's all amazing. So I don't know where these idiots come up with this nonsense. They just are so angry that I'm doing well, and their life is miserable. They have to lie to themselves to cope. Because if they didn't, they would probably like lose their minds knowing that I am doing well and they don't like me and they can't stand it.
Okay.
But again, if they would just do something for themselves to improve their own situation instead of being jealous of me, they'd probably be in a better position.
Oh, interesting.
Seriously. Yeah, Garsh just said it. Garsh on Kikyo's bin. It must suck. You just sit in your room playing video games all day and you make over 6 figures a year. Yeah, it's really bad. It's horrible. Oh, I can't stand it. If only I could just go out and like break bricks all day or chop.
What, did he say break bricks all day?
Break bricks all day. Or chop, trees down with an axe.
He couldn't think of. It took him. He tried his best to think of real jobs, but he couldn't think of them that well. So he said break bricks and chop trees down with an axe. Got him, King. Ring him up. Nailed him. You do have a way with words. Break bricks and chopping down trees with an axe.
And like break bricks all day or chop trees down with an axe.
Yeah, definitely.
Pour shit at a shitty desk all day pushing buttons like this or lifting garbage or if only I could do those other jobs, right? I mean, being my own boss and having fun with people all day on stream and making a lot of money doing it. What a horrible existence it is. I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
See, well, it always rings hollow when he says things like this. When literally, guys, if he doesn't hit the goal on this very stream we're about to watch right now, he will have a flip. He will flip the fuck out and act like the sky is falling. And also another part he doesn't bring up in these is exactly how he gets the money he gets. Right? He doesn't really talk about the part where he has to beg them, and he talks about how he doesn't like talking about money. Yet that's what he talks about half the time his stream is on. He always leaves out that part in these flexes, right? He always leaves that part out, how he says, guys, if we get money early, I don't have to worry about it. You know I don't like talking about this. But it seems like you do, and that's what you talk about half the time. And if it is true you don't like doing it, then it seems like you have to do something you don't like for more than half of your streams. That doesn't sound very fun to me. But anyways, I know we're all coping and seething here. Shiny Teeth says, the way Phil treats people he sees as beneath him is disgusting. And what's that quote? You can tell the true measure of a man by how he treats those beneath him. And I stand by that. I stand by that. And you can see. He thinks they're beneath him and are assholes. 5 stars. Get the fuck out, Jose. That's what he probably said. Mr. Gorhow in the house says, pigs when hungry can devour everything, anything, even bodies. Yes, they can. That was in a movie when they well, I forget which one, but I know that's how they got rid of the dead bodies. But yeah, it is wild, that rant, though. How if any other fan base, right, you just talking about how much money they are giving him, while yet the next day, he'll be begging those very same people and saying how he needs their money so bad. But yet he flexed the day before to those very same people. They are the same people. But yet he treats them differently because he wants to have the public look where the greater internet sees how awesome he's doing. And then he wants the secret society. And the secret society is the people he begs to every day relentlessly and treats them like shit because they're the ones in his secret society, right? He doesn't want them to get out. He just wants the I'm so successful parts to get out, you know. Ikiro says, "What's the deal? What's the deal with airplane food, right?" Shout outs. Robert Williams says, "Going to Evo this year. If you're smart about what to pay and buddy up if you can save. I'm paying $690 for a hotel. Not that complicated." Yeah, I mean, you're not an idiot. You understand how hotels work, and they're more expensive than they were 20 years ago. Everything is. Hate to break it to you. That's fucking life. Things get more expensive than they used to be, and I'm going to hate to break it to you guys. That's not going to fucking stop. And you can bitch about it for your entire life, or, you know. Zodsky says, "It's not like people save money for these events." Oh, no. No one does. Who would do that, idiot? You could use cash advances or beg. Those are your two options. That's what the winners do. So if you're ready to start winning, that's what you need to be doing. And DollarVan13 says, "Kat wanted to keep the traveling momentum going when they returned from Connecticut. DSP crushed her dreams with the prices." Oh, come on. And you hope that's not true. It's like, yeah, Phil, we're getting more out there. Let's do some more stuff together. And then Phil, "Well, let's check the prices, honey." "Oh, look, it's too expensive. Shoot." Okay, so DSP is talking in chat just a bit. I may focus on the story and see what happens, I guess. Someone then said, "DSP, your music playlist is never on shuffle. I missed the Sonic song." Philip responds with, "The Sonic song had to be removed as it started getting claimed on YouTube after I used it for 10 years. And that does happen. So that does happen. I will say that it's a higher than usual chance of a boring pre-stream. Yes, I agree with that, Mr. Extravagant. It's just going to be gloating how awesome yesterday was for the first 15 minutes. It's going to be looking into the menu for the 30 minutes after that, and then it's going to be Q&A for 15 minutes. Just hate to break it to you, but that's what we're looking at today. But here's the thing. You never know when the gold is going to strike. You never quite know when the gold is going to strike. So we'll see. We are live here, and there was one more thing I had here on the old docket. Where is it here? Let me turn this up so you can hear the music as we wait. Just relax. Waiting. What's our poll gonna be today? I was thinking about like how much is he gonna start with a banana joke, but like that's just definite yes, so that's not interesting, right? I was trying to find something here and I found this. I must have got it ready for us at some point, but here, look at this. So this is the description to DSP Gaming. Oh, he's going to start now, of course. I'll read this after the cold open. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to find, though. Fuck, what was it?
Fun over. Time for the pre-stream.
To go bananas again. Something like that. You ready to go bananas again? Yesterday, you guys went bananas with support. That's going to be something like that. Yesterday, you guys went completely
Good morning,
apeshit.
everyone.
Oh.
On today's show, we recap the crazy day that was yesterday and how it has now led to us needing to find a brand new subject for DSP Tries It. This time around, it's going to be a little different because I'm not doing any kind of crazy national chains. In addition, today is the return of Donkey Kong Banana.
Crazy national chains. Fuck those crazy national chains.
And in the last few days, I've gotten some feedback regarding my playthrough and people who are playing the game. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and how to approach this playthrough moving forward. Plus, I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow, so we'll have opportunity today for some extensive Q&A. So if anyone has any topics or things they want to discuss, we can get it addressed.
Whoa. We don't have a podcast tomorrow, so we have more time for Q&A today? That doesn't make any sense. Unc. What?
Q&A. So if anyone has any topics or things they want to discuss, we can get it addressed. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Michael! Okay, I live stream daily here on YouTube. Contributions are not mandatory, but I'm 100% crowdfunded. No intrusive ads or sponsorships, so they are appreciated. You become a member of the channel, send a super chat sticker, or tip me to support my streams. Tips can be sent here. Find my Patreon at merch here. Check out my oldest content, Rejuvenated, for a new modern audience. Rejuvenated. And look at this. I have a React channel. Check it out here. And this final one, I wonder how many years ago he wrote this. Oh, no, it shows it there because it's 15 years. But please note, these are game playthroughs, not walkthroughs. They are my live experiences with games. Thanks for over 15 years. All right. They are playthroughs, not walkthroughs. Keep that in mind, everybody. That was a thing like 10 years ago.
Alrighty, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 21st of July, 2025. And I am ready for a fun and full day of streaming here with you on DSP Gaming. I hope that you're all ready as well.
Here we go.
And the Bonanza has returned, as you can see. The Donkey Kong theme background, the Donkey Kong theme text has returned, and so has Donkey Kong Bonanza. Now, you may be saying, wait a minute. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out last Thursday. Big release for the Switch 2. You played it all day. Why on earth didn't you play it more? Why did you actually stop playing it
low support,
as much as you were? Because you had said, actually, that you were going to play it again. And you didn't. And now here we are. It's, way into the next week. And now you're finally doing it, right? Well, there's good reason. And the reason is sound. All right. We played it all day long on release day, but last week. And after 6 hours, both myself and the viewing audience were bored. We had beaten the entire first world, gotten to the second, and it was just more of the same. More of the using the sonar to find either bananas or fossils, digging constantly to get them, solving optional puzzles.
100%.
It was just the same exact gameplay loop without any variation. It wasn't even like they were adding new things to the game. It was just the same thing over and over. So we got bored, and I was like, rather than me keep playing this game that we're already bored of, let's do some variety. Let's do some GTA. Let's do some Death Stranding 2. Let's come back to it next week. Let's see what the general consensus is in the gaming community for this game, and let's figure out how to approach it.
Yeah. What was the general consensus for the game, Philip? I'm interested.
So that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And
what was the general consensus?
Actually happy that is what we did. I feel like if we had continued to play it the way that we were playing it, that people would have been bored. All right. So here is the feedback. Now that the game has been out for a few days, and of course, people who supercharge and rush through games to beat them, we now know this. Here's the truth about the game.
What?
Donkey Kong Bonanza is a 15-hour game.
Okay.
However, if you treat the game like a collectathon, which is basically what the game's going for, it's trying to emulate the classic days of heyday. Back in the day, you had the band.
Come on. The classic days of heyday.
It's trying to emulate the classic days of heyday. Back in the day, you had the Banjo-Kazooies, the Donkey Kong 64s, etc. If you play it like that,
the classic days of heyday,
then the game can be as long as 60 hours long.
Seems pretty good, right? Or is that a negative?
Wow. Yeah.
I can't even tell.
60 hours of Donkey Kong Bonanza if you try to get all the bananas, all the fossils, and solve all of the puzzles.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I still have no idea what he's going to go with here.
That's pretty insane. I don't even think I could survive 60 hours
Is that
collecting
good or bad?
items. Like Banjo-Kazooie, I 100%ed, both 1 and 2, but even those weren't 60 hours. Donkey Kong 64, one of the worst games I have ever played in my entire history as a creator and a gamer. I 100%ed, but it wasn't 60 hours. In fact, taking a look back, because I would actually like to look at that now, let's take a look at Donkey Kong 64.
Oh, we did last night. Check it out on the channel.
My playthrough of Donkey Kong 64.
That is so good, guys. I promise you it's amazing. I already can't wait to watch the rest. He is pissed from the start of that game, and it's very fun. This is how you don't play.
Was 33 videos long, each video being an hour long. Well, a few were a little bit longer. I'm taking a look. Some of them were like, an hour and 10. Some of them were 20 minutes. Wow, that's bizarre. A lot of these were longer than an hour, but some of them were like 20 minutes, so it kind of evens out. I would say probably the playthrough was between 30 to 40 hours long total. Okay?
That's Donkey Kong 64. So, that game came out 20 years ago. 30 years ago, excuse me.
Can you imagine now doing a modern-day collect-a-thon? 60 hours? Even if the game is good, I don't know if I could last 60 hours. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. I said the game's 15 hours long. Well, what does that mean? So apparently, if you do the bare minimum, if you just go through the game and collect whatever bananas you happen to run into, you beat the story elements, you get just enough to get by, then the game's 15 hours long. And apparently there's some really interesting and creative worlds coming up that people are saying, absolutely, it's worth it. Keep playing the game. It gets better in time. I haven't spoiled myself, luckily. I haven't, looked ahead to see what's coming. So I will be genuinely surprised and either impressed or maybe not so impressed by what we're going to run into moving forward. But being that if I try to get everything, it's going to be 60 hours.
So this is all cope to say I'm not going to try to get everything anymore, which should be a single sentence you say to your stream, but he's going to make a whole big deal about it.
At this point, we kind of have to make that decision. Do I bother getting items or not? And I think what we should do today for this stream, for 3 hours of gameplay, is just try to get through story elements and see what happens. Okay? Now, I know some of you might be disappointed. You might be saying, well, wait a minute. The whole point of the game is collect-a-thon. You said it yourself.
No one's disappointed.
So if you're skipping the collection aspect, doesn't that mean that you're missing out on a lot of the elements of the game? Yes. Yes. 100%. But the thing is, no one wants to see a 60-hour collect-a-thon on my streams.
There you go, Dark Wolf. That's
I don't know what else to say. That's just the truth of the matter. You guys were bored. I was actually getting bored.
100% for Odyssey was 62 hours. Average. So seems like it's a pretty common thing, actually. I still can't even think if it's positive or negative for him yet.
I think that the game will shine if we focus on the original and fun things that are in each stage. And if we make good progress and we're seeing bosses and we're seeing upgrades rather than let's get this other fossil, let's get this other fossil, let's get this banana, let's do an upgrade, let's do banana, fossil,
So he wants to stay away from the embarrassing side mini games and shit like that.
And that doesn't mean that I won't do optional stuff, right, Jasper Kitty? We're going to do, just so you know. Very nice. You see those optional challenge stages, like the ones that are combat challenges?
See? We're going to stay away from those. I wonder why. I wonder why he wants to stay away from those mini games that often have different controls he's not used to.
Or platforming challenges. I'll probably still do those. But as for every combat challenges or platforming challenges, I'll probably still do those.
Combat or platform, but...
But as for every single item in the environment, as addicting as it is, because it is, it's addicting. When you're trying to grab these environmental items, I want to get this one. Oh, there's one I can see right there. Let me just try to get it. Okay, let me get this banana. You can't stop. It's kind of like keep going, right? But if that makes the game 60 hours and you guys are bored, then what's the point? I'm not playing the game.
He's easily addicted. You got to remember that, guys.
For me, I'm playing it for us. That's the difference. This is not my personal offline playthrough. If it was, maybe I would actually go for everything. But I know that I have to be entertaining, and sitting here collecting all these items is not the most entertaining thing from the feedback I'm getting.
Give Jasper a sexually arousing spank. There you go.
So today,
good idea.
We'll do a mix. We will try to push for story progress. I'll do a little bit of collecting here and there when I run into it. Okay? And that's how we'll approach this playthrough. Truth is, I don't want to skip the game. I think that there is probably some genuinely good stuff in there. People are saying there is. They're like, it is worth it to go through the game. You're going to like, what you see, but don't get too caught up or hung up in the collecting because that's where you're going to get bored. All right. So that's how we're approaching it today. Now, I'm just going to say this up front. I don't want to hear any complaints. No, seriously, I don't. I'm tired of it. Like, every time that I do something, I'm in the wrong. So by playing the game the way I played it on launch day,
Who said this?
This game is only boring because Phil's playing it that way, right? Now today, I'm going to play it a different way. If I start hearing people whining and saying, oh, well, he's skipping all the content, I don't want to hear it. No, really, I'm tired of the complaints. The complaints
It's only trolls that complain?
department, here's where it is. It's located in this circular file cabinet. It's made of mesh. It's hollow in the middle. You know what I mean? The fucking trash can. That's where you can put your complaints. Because I just...
Wow, great joke. We are laughing.
Yeah, circular filing cabinet. Got him. Big ups music. Who said, isn't it so sad that this guy spent his entire life playing video games when he doesn't like video games? He has no enthusiasm for anything but money and food, and he's dumb on top of that? Yes, that's why no one's actually jealous of his lifestyle. Or his life. Because of all those points you so eloquently laid out, my friend. Big ups. But yet, we're supposed to be jealous. Remember that, guys. We are jealous, and he's successful.
just want to play the game and enjoy it, and I'm not going to sit here and hear people whining because it's like, oh, well, it's DSP playing.
Forgot to get
so
that.
if he plays it one way, and I'm not going to sit here.
I need to get a sound for that. I forgot. God damn it. I was trying to think of something else. I knew I forgot, too.
And hear people whining because it's like, oh, well, it's DSP playing. So if he plays it one way, it's wrong. And if he plays it the other way, polar opposite, it's also wrong. No, you're wrong in the fucking head because you don't like anything.
Gotcha.
So I'm not going to listen to it. Okay?
I kind of want to do the boing. That kind of could be funny, too. I'll try both, though.
Okay.
What do you think, Ashton? Wait, hold on.
That's the attitude that I'm having.
Good. What does Ashton think?
He's pissed, buddy. He's fucking pissed.
Having with Bonanza today. Let's see how it goes. All right. The other factor here is that we have quite a few games that you guys want to see, right? I didn't play Tony Hawk. I did not play the new RoboCop Rogue City standalone expansion.
Oh, can't miss
There's
that.
other games coming out in August that you guys want. And I still owe you guys a Suikoden 2 HD playthrough. How on earth am I going to play all these games if I'm doing a 60-hour collectathon?
Chew's waiting for that.
The answer is I'm not. All right? So,
I told you, Chew has said she will be down for restreaming of Suikoden 2 if he plays it, but he's got to play it. And we get some Chew content.
Instead of that, let's play it more casually. Let's just try to get through the story today. Let's see how it goes.
Because she knows the game very well.
All right?
So.
All right. That's how we're approaching it. And I hope that you understand. And if you don't, I'm sorry. If you don't like the game, if you don't like the way I'm playing it, you can go elsewhere. A million people have already rushed through this game over the weekend and beaten it in its entirety, so you can go watch their playthroughs. Okay.
But he has to play it.
So that's settled. Now, what I'd like to do is let you guys know an update on the schedule because the schedule has changed a little bit to not just one. This goals support come back on a random day and hit that level of support is wild. So not only did we qualify for the DSP Tries It of the Barbecue Brisket Whopper at Burger King, but then we got 3 more goals in. We are on the trajectory to hit another DSP Tries It this week before the end of the week. So what we need to do is talk about what it's going to be. And I've got 3 really good options that I think all would make a great episode of DSP Tries It. However, none of them are well-known national chains. One of them is a very small local chain. One of them is an independent store, and another one might even be a ghost kitchen. I'm not sure. But what they're offering is kind of unique, and it's perfect for the summertime. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I'll tell you about all 3 options. We'll discuss, and we'll see if we come to a consensus of what should the next DSP Tries It be. Okay? Incredible momentum. Kong Bonanza. Remember, for us to tell you something. Ooh. Here's a place where you can get gourmet sandwiches. And you order it, they'll deliver. Oh, banana! Thank you very much, Nick, for
so happy.
The super chat. I'll shout that out in a second.
He's so pleased.
I love that sound effect. I love the 2. I love that one. I love donk.
He's so pleased.
So you can't go to the restaurant and sit down and place an order and a waiter comes out, or you can't order at a counter and go sit down and eat. They only deliver. So exactly, Spike Vincent says like Mr. Beast Burgers. Exactly right. Mr. Beast Burgers, you cannot go to a restaurant and sit down. They will only deliver. That's the premise of a ghost kitchen, okay?
Gotcha.
So thank you to Danzak for $2. And Nick just did a $20 super chat. Oh, banana. You're ready for some bananas. And hopefully we have some fun with Donkey
Nick
Kong
is not
today.
a sock. It's real. He plays guitar. Here we can hear him playing a solo here. This is his go, 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 Nick story. Sonata Arctica. Good band, though. It's not bad. Not doing much impressive yet, but that's
I
him.
think we will because, number one, we stayed away for a while so that it wouldn't get stale. And number two, since I'm going to play it in a different method, I do think that today will be an exciting stream. So, excellent. Thank you, Nick, for the banana. What's going on? Let's see who's here in chat today. We got Chris. What's going on, Chris? We got Hybrid. We got Itzy. We got Parasolo. Jade is here. Sidious is here. Of course, Danzak is here. King Michael is here. What's going on? Over on the kick side, we got Lave 420, Steak Toast, Jelly Base, Mini Wage. We get the weirdest names on Kick because they're always sock accounts.
Yes.
These people have been banned 17, 18 times and they come back with new accounts and the weirdest names. Pot of Riches.
Just one right now.
Wacky Slush. See what I mean? What the fuck is a Wacky Slush? How's everyone doing? Dr. Thundercock.
Just one right now.
All right. I regret reading the names on Twitch. Or excuse me, the names on Kick. I never should have read those names.
Okay. We got just one from that. And I did add a new thing to the temple. So we do have a new temple edition. If we get there, just letting you know. That's all I'm going to say. New edition has been added. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. All right, hold on. We got our first tip of the day. $2. $2. So, do you have any advice on overcoming a bad internet situation? Looking at pirate software and how he's crashing out, what advice would you give him to be a survivor of the incident? Well, here's the thing. I don't know the situation with pirate software. You guys got me all confused because you were talking about stop killing games, but then I was seeing this picture of this guy, and I thought he was the guy who was running Stop Killing Games, and everyone was saying, this guy is an asshole, no one likes him, this is like the new guy who the entire internet hates. And I was like, oh, so he's just the next DSP poser, I see.
Yes.
Right?
Whoa, what was that?
I was like, oh, so he's him, this is like the new guy who the entire internet hates.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, so he's just the next DSP poser, I see.
DSP poser?
Right?
Why would you say DSP poser?
Everyone makes that association. Well, everyone hates him, so he's like DSP, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know the story. Like, I actually don't understand.
It's wild just to be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you know how that goes.
And I guess people are saying he's a former dev at Blizzard, but he's a Nepo baby, and he's an asshole, and everyone doesn't like him. I have not seen anything about this guy. I have not heard him in a video say a word, so I can't really speak to it. People keep trying to get me wrapped up in it.
You try to get yourself wrapped up in it by responding to the most popular tweet about it.
But I don't really understand the situation.
Shut up.
If anyone ever wants to try to explain it to me here.
People keep trying to wrap me up with this guy.
I'd be open to try to figuring out what on earth is going on with this situation that everyone's discussing. I know what Stop Killing Games is. Stop Killing Games is a movement where
that other people try to tell you about that you ignored then.
What people are trying to do is make sure that games don't get
let's see how right this is.
Don't get retired permanently and are unplayable, that they have some posterity, right? That you can preserve them for future generations to understand. For example, one of the major problems right now with gaming is that you have these only online games, but then once the servers are retired years after the games are old and no one's really playing them anymore, now they're unplayable.
Yeah.
So all you have is a memory or gameplay footage, but no one can actually play it. Also, I think there was a problem back in the day, like in the 2000s with PC games, where they were putting DRM and shit on the game so that you needed to like go online and log into an account to play the game. But now those online services don't exist anymore, so the games are completely unplayable. So I guess what they're trying to do is find ways to get around that to preserve games. Sounds like a great movement to me. I don't see a single problem with that. That all makes sense to me completely. I don't know why anyone would not even be supporting that movement. I'm actually genuinely confused why someone would be against the preservation and posterity of games. Like, what's wrong with that?
Well, I'm not saying I agree with this. I don't. But I make that clear. I do not agree with this. But some people are saying that will cause less people to make games like that if they know they have to sign up for perpetually allowing servers to be there, right? So that's kind of like a lot of developers like, all right, we can't do that. So fuck it. We're not going to make that game. That's why some people might say that's a negative. I don't say I agree with that. I'm just giving you the opposite side of that.
I don't get it. That would be like right now, here's why something like that makes sense to me and is actually near and dear to my heart, okay? Literally right now, there's no way that I could play Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo as the accurate arcade version that I played back in the day in tournaments. It doesn't exist. The only versions that exist right now are shitty ports where the game runs the wrong speed or the netcode is ass. Like, there's no actual way for me to play Super Turbo because no one actually bothered making a good version of it. So now you can't do it.
This is that annoying thing where you hate both people on both sides of the argument, so no one wins. Because, like, you know, I agree with DSP here, but it's like, not really fun, is it?
Now, from what I'm to understand, there are ways you can emulate it so that you can play the real version. I don't have that access. You know, I can't play things like GGPO and stuff because idiots will get my IP address. So I kind of understand, geez, man, a game from back in the day that I think is amazing, and I would love to play it, and I just don't have any way to do that. Well, if Stop Killing Games is working on ways to do that, then I'm 100% for it. 100%, I don't see a problem with it. So if that's the case, right, I don't know who the hell this Pirate Games guy is or what, anything about him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. But then again, like I said, I've never heard him. I've never read any of his methodology. I don't know why everyone hates him. Besides, everyone says he's a Nepo baby and he pitch changes his voice to sound like he's a deep voice dude because actually he has a high-pitched squeaky mouse voice and he changed it so that people wouldn't make fun of him on the internet. That's all I know about him.
So you are also laughing at rumors about certain content creators online. Seems like you know a lot then, huh?
All right, so let's keep doing shout-outs.
Hope they're not just nuggets of truth on that
And let's see where that takes us here. So Sarah has done our first sub of the day. Thank you to Sarah. Oh, say what you will about me.
What?
You know, say what you will about me.
Here we go. Get ready.
All right. Say what you will about me.
Girls are ready.
I don't hide anything when it comes to, you know, my physical appearance, my voice. Never. I've never been someone who hid and said, oh, I don't want to show you who I am. I know I'm getting older. I know I'm losing some of my hair. I know my hair's getting gray. I'm getting a wrinkly face. My voice has always been this high-pitched. And I'm not trying to hide it. You know what I mean? Like right now, I could put a voice changer on my voice to make my voice sound deeper, but why would I care? I am who I am, and I represent myself as who I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. I'm trying to age gracefully. I'm not, you know.
I waited as long as I could. Big Ups Barrett Wells says his channel has never been more about conveyor belt gaming than it is right now. And honestly, like, it's never been less about gaming than it is now, I think. Like, the games are almost irrelevant. I mean, it's fun for us because, like, what game will cause him to be made fun of by the greater internet? But, like, no gameplay has any weight to it because there is no weight to it because it can be dropped at any second. No game has no playthroughs of any kind of sense of completion, you know? Just like play a game for a while, get a tip, get a goal on one stream, 2 streams. All right, fuck it, it's over. Even as a detractor watching his stuff, it's like, well, this playthrough's not going anywhere. Who cares? It's not even going to finish it. Shiny Teeth says he hates Bonanza because he relates too much to DK. Being a stupid ape is the main character trait for both of them.
Trying to pretend like I'm, you know, oh, I'm going to pitch change my voice. I'm going to change my appearance. I'm not doing that.
You have proof about this, right?
I don't even understand that.
Oh.
You know.
We're not spreading slander about someone online, right?
Guys like LTG saying, work on your sexy.
And you did. That's the best part of it. He absolutely changed his entire way of living after LTG said, work on your sexy. LTG said, work on your sexy, and Philip said, sure, how sexy should I be? And he tried to change his entire wardrobe because LTG said, work on your sexy.
And that, you know, guys like LTG saying, work on your sexy. The fuck are you talking about? I'm an internet gamer and streamer who talks with people on a podcast every day. Why do I have to work on my sexy? I'm not a fucking supermodel who's going to be walking down the runway in Milan showing off fucking Gucci clothes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a delusional idiot.
Why did you do it then? Why did you care what he said is my question. I don't know.
Exactly. I don't hide the fact that some of my undershirts are longer than the sleeves of my overshirts. I don't give a shit. Yes. Why would I give a shit? I'm okay with myself. And it's sad that there's some people out there that just can't do that, that they have to constantly be working on how they look or how they sound or how, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck those people that care about how they look. Douchebags. People that care about their appearance and health, fuck them.
Out there that just can't do that, that they have to constantly be working on how they look or how they sound or how, you know what I mean? Just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Stop and face reality. It doesn't matter. None of it
all you people that go to the gym, fuck off. You guys are douchebags, losers, idiots.
fucking matters. You're wasting your time and everyone laughs at you. Okay.
Idiots.
All right, let's continue. Thank you, Sarah, for the gifted sub. Envy Elroy did a $2 super chat. Can you wear a tie when you play Donkey Kong? Joking. I'm ready for some bananas. And I'm pretty sure they sell a Donkey Kong tie, don't they? They probably do. I'm sure I could get one, but no, I don't think I'm going to get a tie just for the playthrough. Dan Zach did a $5 super chat. And he says, what do you think about the fact that Destiny 2 had to use fan footage in a court case because they sunsetted their content and they can't restore it?
He has no idea.
I'm aware of this. You want to know how I'm aware of this?
Please.
Because my wife, last year, was it last year? I think it was last year, was trying to get into various different games. And Destiny 2 was one of them. And she actually bought, like, the base game and then got one or two of the expansions. And then when she went to play it in order, because she's like, I'm going to just play all the content in order so I understand the story. She couldn't.
Why would you buy everything before starting it? What? You just buy everything?
They actually removed the story. So there's no way for you to play it and understand what the fuck is going on.
Oh, the base game is free.
You either have
Okay,
to go
pick up
watch
everybody.
someone else who played it,
Or
or
you
you
could
have to
just
go
do the base
watch like
game
a
for free?
summary video that someone created because they actually deleted their own content. How fucking stupid can you be as a game developer to delete the content in the timeline so no one can play through it and understand it?
Okay.
I mean, this is the makers of Halo. So imagine they just decided one day, we're just deleting Halo 2. No one can ever play Halo 2 ever again. You can play Halo 1 and 3. That's it.
Yep.
Jesus. How dumb are these fucking people? My God, these people are fucking atrociously stupid. I just can't understand how you could have that thought in your head and think it's full of logic. You're a dunce. Okay.
Oh, they have a whole section that fills you in, not defending sunsetting Red War, but yeah, DSP wrong as always.
Ridiculous.
Jordan Fadeaway says he died 150 times in a side Astrobot level. Oh, yeah, we were talking about that on the show yesterday. We didn't. So he died 150 times at a single side Astrobot level. There you go. I mean, that's on brand, right? Michael A.E. says, hey, look, the human Funko Pop is back into drama. Remember, I was the dumb fuck that tried to get the guy figure to almost be a Funko Pop because I thought that'd be funnier. But luckily, I lost that vote, so we got the guy. We got to make another one, by the way. We should get our second figure going, I think.
Anyway, NBA Dude did a £2 super chat and says, whoa, buddy. That's something I haven't heard in a long time, thankfully. My headaches have subsided. I don't have to hear that and the fucking constant ringing of a fucking stupid dinner bell chime. So that is like the Pied Piper of the mentally deficient.
That's what he does for you?
Oh, my God. I'm so happy to be out of that vortex, let me tell you. 4 months. 4 months I've been out of that shit. I don't have to hear or see any of that shit. It's amazing. It's so refreshing to be back to the normal fucking world outside of the realm of complete morons. Anyway, thanks for a $2 super.
Like I said, he's never been more hungry for attention than he is right now. He's doing this all intentionally just to keep the attention going. Let's see what Ashton thinks real quick.
He's fat. He's sleepy. He's poor.
Thank you.
For chat.
He's never been more hungry for
right.
attention than right now. Really, right now. Big Ups, no use for a name, says his ego rant that we played with the funny voice earlier says why he is so unlikable. He only cares about things and how they relate to him and how they can validate his delusions. That's why I think like Philip is not actually greedy for the actual cash. He equates money to success and being accepted. That's why he has a never-ending need of it. And because once he gets it, he doesn't even value money because he knows what he spends his money on. He spends it on WWE Champion, so it all goes away. Money is like less important to him actually. In the actual sense of being money you can buy for things. He just sees it as, oh, okay, I have my acceptance for the day. I feel like I'm loved, and then I can use it on bullshit, you know?
All righty.
He's not like thinking actually like I want to get income and wealth so I can have a better life in the future for anyone else. That's not what he's thinking, right? He's not. That's not entering the equation in any way. Commence Jiggling says, wait until 18-year game journalist finds out how common game devs lose source codes outright. I mean, he doesn't even know any idea about that. Zero chance about that. Like, would he know what source code means?
Oh, no. What? You're Not Funny says, imagine if LTG won the multiverse like in Loki, and his statue is everywhere, and cost him 100 million to 1 billion. That would bake bank. That would be, that's a 500 million to 1 billion view video on YouTube right there. All right?
Hilarious. I'm skipping it. I don't care.
Very nice. Back. What's up, Jade? You're welcome.
2.
It's all good. Sidious says, another funny thing about Pirate, his game is criticized for having bad code. His defense is, what happened? Scroll up the screen. His defense is, the game is so well optimized it runs on a fridge. Later proved it was only streamed. Huh?
See, he's very happy to get the pirate software lore so he can like kind of dunk on him, but he doesn't even know what the person's saying. We do have a second piece though.
I don't get it. NBA dude, thanks for another super chat. Just please keep sending them, especially if you're gonna leave messages like that. Please just keep sending them. You're really felting me. I'm being so felted when you send me money, so please keep felting me as much as you can. It's hilarious. People don't understand the concept of what felted even means. Are you aware of what the term even means?
Are you?
Okay. Felted means you're at a casino.
Yeah.
You play your hand, you lose, you have no money. Hence, all you can see in front of you is the felt of the table because you're broke. Get it? So you're felted, you're cash.
This person didn't use the word felted, just to be clear. He said PWR Army and casino for the win. Just letting you know what he said.
Cashed out, you're bankrupt. All right?
Well, no. You actually went bankrupt. That's actually not bankrupt. Just you don't have any money at a casino. Go ahead.
Get it? So you're felted, you're cashed out, you're bankrupt. All right? So when you send me a contribution to felt me, you are literally doing the opposite. You are putting more money in front of me. Hence, you are doing the opposite of felting. Get it?
This person didn't say he was felting.
How you doing today?
Just letting you know. Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's see.
That new documentary with the guy that's outside of the Snortex, the kind of British style guy, he talked about felting and he explained it in that documentary. So I'm sure that's where he picks up this new definition that's easy to rattle off, you know. Big ups to Zaza says DSP hasn't buttoned his shirt since the moob meme. Yep, since that time that everyone was making fun of him for looking literally down at the moobs, he stopped doing it.
Here. Someone took the $1.11 and says, I am a glass bottle afraid of record players. Good for you. I have no idea. All right. No, they have released collections with Super Turbo, but they literally haven't had a collection that's good with Super Turbo. Like, there was one collection years and years ago.
I'll find that video.
The problem was it lagged so bad you couldn't really play the game. The game actually was just complete lag abuse. Like, for example, in Super Turbo, you could so fucking terrible at the wrong speeds and would actually speed up and slow down during the course of the gameplay. So the game was all fucked up. So there hasn't actually been a good ported attempt to make Super Turbo for a modern platform. The only way people actually play Super Turbo is they go on emulators, which are illegal for the record, and then they play them on that GGPO net client, but that net client isn't safe. That net client, you can get exposed. People can get your IP address, and I can't go risk that because I need to be able to stream.
Okay. Here is that exact moment from the documentary. If you haven't seen this, you should watch it. It's pretty interesting.
Has been felted. The term felted is kind of like the show's catchphrase and comes from Ashton's days of playing poker. Once all of your chips are gone, there is nothing in front of you but felt, hence the term felted. The symbolism being that the victim of their ridicule...
He said the exact word. He said it. He said the area in front of you, all you can see is felt.
Comes from Ashton's days of playing poker. Once all of your chips are gone, there is nothing in front of you but felt, hence the term felted. The symbolism being that the victim of their ridicule now has nothing left.
Amazing. I'll put together later today on Twitter if it's not already up.
So,
might already
yeah,
be up.
I really would like to play Super Turbo, but what are you going to do? Killdozer, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Killdozer, again, I want to apologize to you. I would love to host you someday, but I never think of hosting at the end of my streams. It's not something that I think about. And the Kick viewers over there haven't really said a word about hosting. I don't know why. They haven't said a word about doing it. So I haven't really looked into hosting you if you were live. So my bad, because you've hosted me before, and I feel like I should, pay it forward or at least reciprocate, but I haven't seen it yet.
Not paying it forward. That's reciprocate.
I literally forget to look.
I need to pay it forward. That's not what that means. Because music again. So do you think the detractors of Fried feels brain the same way trolls drove Chris Chan crazy? Yeah. Oh, not detractors though, but just being on. If you're online too much for a certain amount of years, I think it's hard to avoid going a bit crazy, right? Especially when you don't leave your house outside of once a week. I think the more normal stuff you do outside of the internet, the longer it stops you from going crazy, right? So if you're leaving your house normally, you have a normal job, I think that'll delay the time it takes the internet to get its hooks in you and change you. But as someone like Chris Chan and DSP who never leave their house and are eternally online, it accelerates the craziness, the mind-bending powers of the internet just attack you.
Okay.
You can't fight it.
No, that actually is the real Killdozer. See, you got his channel verified and everything. Okay. All right, so
any other donations?
What I want to do right now, all right, I want to talk about what's the next DSP tries it, because there's 3 actually really good options, I feel. The problem is none of the places I'm about to talk about have websites. Why? Because these places are local businesses.
Oh, great.
This is not a national chain. This is not some big thing where I can show you an online menu and stuff. They're little like hole in the wall places. One of them I suspect is even a ghost kitchen.
Well, you screenshot of the menus, though,
I do
right?
suspect that. So,
oh god, man,
what I'm looking at
now
is
big ups music. Uh-oh.
Joe, I don't know what you're talking about, but let me talk about I got distracted, Joe.
That got totally stun-cocked. What was it? Okay, was here yesterday engaging in FGC chat, and I kid you not, Phil, the amount of rip-off disinformation of your character during that in total bad faith, I don't know how you cope with it. Okay, I don't know what that's about.
Joe, I don't know what you're talking about, but let me talk about I got distracted. Joe started talking to me.
He said, let me talk about it. He's a chatter. You can just ignore it.
Joe, I don't know what you're talking about, but let me talk about I got distracted. Joe started talking to me. We'll talk about that later. Okay.
Joe started talking to me.
We got 3 places that I'd like to consider.
All right, guys, let me tell you about where I pissed today. Oh, God. Orange Cat just said LOL. Hang on a second, guys. God damn it, Orange Cat. Let me tell my story, okay? Please.
Upcoming DSP tries it, which might even happen this week. Okay?
What the fuck?
So here's what we got, all right? 3 places that are all summertime foods. Things that I would think, it's a good thing for like a summer meal. All right, American fare, all right, not international or anything like that, but more American food. All right, so the first place does gourmet hot dogs.
I'll bring up
as
the
well
menus.
as chicken tender sandwiches and cheesesteaks. The catch is everything they do, they put on these giant pretzel buns. Okay? It's these giant, long pretzel buns. They do all kinds of different gourmet hot dogs. They do like a more traditional, which is just like, mustard and sauerkraut and onion. But then they do high-end ones with crazy toppings on top as well. They also do chicken in the pretzel bun with like barbecue sauce, but then they also do like a Philly cheesesteak, and they also do some sides. I do believe they have one dessert as well, but I'm not exactly sure. So basically think gourmet hot dogs, but other things too. So if I were to get stuff from that place, I'd probably order 1 or 2 hot dogs and then maybe like something else, whether a chicken sandwich or one of the cheesesteaks. Get like 2 or 3 things to all taste test. Okay? What's it called? I think it's called like MLB Dogs or something like that. But again, I can't even show you like a website. It's on some of the delivery apps, so I know I can order from there. But it might not be a physical location. It might be a ghost kitchen. I'm suspecting it may be.
MLB Dogs. All right, let's see if I can find MLB Dogs. MLB Dogs. MLB Dogs.
There's another place. This place 100% focuses on melt sandwiches. Well, what is a melt? Well, basically it's toasted bread with cheese and sauce and then various ingredients in the middle. So in some cases, it's like roast beef. In some cases, it's like pastrami. In some cases, chicken. Okay? All
Get
different
out of town.
kinds of deluxe melt sandwiches. I've never had this place before. It looks interesting. Like, again, if I were to do that, I would probably get maybe like 3 different kinds of sandwich, completely different ingredients,
Big
and
ups.
kind of taste them against each other and see what's good, what's not, or whatever. They also have a dessert.
Dude, it literally might be. Yeah, look, it's called MLB. I'll show you in a second, guys. It's not open yet, so it's not letting me see the menu. But look, it's called MLB Ballpark Bites, and that's what it is. It's not open, so I can't choose anything. It's saying like, we're not open right now, but that must be it. So it's like maybe it's a ghost kitchen from like the stadium or something. I mean, how close is the fucking stadium? MLB Ballpark Bite. There's the pretzel thing right there. See, that's literally it. But there you go.
Sandwich with like strawberries and cream and stuff on it. Not too sold about that. Strawberries and cream on toast. I don't know about that.
What's wrong
but
with
it could
that?
be all right. I don't know. So that's another place I've never gone to, and I've never really tried anything like that.
I think so.
And it's local. Okay. Now, option number 3 actually is a local chain. And what I mean by that is I think they have like
not crazy
3 locations. It's called
It's not a crazy national chain. This is a local.
Shake and Go. Now, admittedly,
it's a ghost
I
kitchen.
was
Big ups.
confused. I thought that Shake and Go
That's what he said
was
too, so.
actually Shake Shack, but I was mistaken. Shake and Go
Shake
is a
and Go.
local chain that has a location that's like maybe 20 minutes away from me, not even. And then there's a few others in my
That's what I do after I finish peeing, by the way.
state. So what they do is they do all kinds of sandwiches, including gourmet burgers, chicken sandwiches. They also do wraps, different kinds of wraps. They do sides like fries, onion rings, that kind of stuff. But also they do gourmet shakes. So if I were to order from there, I'd probably get like a burger, one of the other items, whether it be a side or different.
I found that website right here. This is Shake and Go website. Seems pretty normal and definitely local. And they don't have any pictures or anything. But there we go. That is Shake and Go.
Kind of sandwich or wrap and then a shake.
I love how he says everything's fucking gourmet when it's all fucking fast food, man. Come on.
Okay.
Gourmet shake.
So there you go. All 3 are completely different. Gourmet hot dogs and or other things, but the focus is gourmet hot dogs. Gourmet melt sandwiches of various different kinds. Or
please stop saying gourmet.
A purely American-style place that does burgers, sandwiches, wraps, and shakes.
Okay, thank God he didn't
Those
say
are the
it.
3 options. So what I'd like to do is get your opinions. What we may do is a poll right now in both chats and see which ones you think you would like more.
I was thinking myself, guys, of going to Five Guys and picking up a gourmet French fry. I love those French fries. They are definitely gourmet.
That will be our DSP Tries It, coming up next. And then based on that, we'll figure out, what we'll order and stuff like that, and then we'll get hyped for it for this week. It looks like if we get some good support this week, it looks like we will be hitting this goal by the end of the week. So we're doing a second DSP Tries It in the same week, which is pretty crazy. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So let's go ahead and do a poll. Danzak, I don't know off the top of my head if they have Coney dogs. What I would say is let's vote.
Those aren't gourmet.
And let's see what people want, and then maybe go from there. Let's do a vote. Let's do some polls. No, links are not allowed in the chat, sadly. You're saying you actually did find a website for them? Because I was looking, I didn't see one for Shake and Go, and I didn't see one for the Melt place. But admittedly, I don't think I looked for the hot dog place. Okay, let's do a poll.
Jump on that poll. Who cares? Here's the MLB dogs right here. These are clearly gourmet. The big infamous KS says, I was about to go to the gym, but King Phil has spoken. Yep, it's not worth it. It's stupid. What are you doing that for?
Okay. There, now let's put it over here.
Wood Knox asks, why isn't he ordering from Chung
Man, I'm
Chung
belching
Rice
today,
Dog
baby.
Mochi Nut? I don't know.
Excuse me.
Mochi Nut. That was a good burp, though.
Yeah, I'm belching there, now let's put it over here.
Jesus. Remember when he made fun of Review Tech USA for burping on stream? What happened to those days?
All right, ready? I'm starting to poll both on Kick and on YouTube. Please vote. Let's see what you guys are interested in. Is that it? Okay, Arg says he found it. Let's see if we can get it up here. Because I did search for it and it didn't pop up.
How do you literally burp that much, though? Like,
okay, it's confirmed that... Wait, is this it? I don't know if this is it.
A middle manager line is coming out right here. It has been confirmed.
Oh, this is it. It's confirmed that the...
Here we go.
The hot dog place is actually a ghost kitchen. I can show it to you. Ready?
Thank you. It's been confirmed. Thank you.
Here it is. Ballpark Bites. And here's the kind of stuff that they're doing.
So
the ballpark dog, the Philly cheesesteak, the heater, the LA street dog. Look at that. How do you even eat that? The chicken bacon ranch, cheesesteak sandwich. I mean, that's pretty basic. Who cares about that, right? The ball bucket, donut holes tossed in cinnamon sugar, really. So I would probably get like one of the hot dogs. I think they have 3. So I get one of the hot dogs. Maybe I would get one of the chicken sandwiches, maybe the cheesesteak, or maybe instead of 3 sandwiches, get 2 sandwiches and get the donut holes, right? There you go. Could be good, might be terrible. You don't know. See, it's a ghost kitchen. I've never actually eaten, to my knowledge. Oops. To my knowledge, you don't know. See, it's a ghost kitchen.
Xfinity Internet customers. Okay, so Xfinity Internet. Maybe he's looking for other internet.
I've never actually eaten, to my knowledge. Oops. To my knowledge, I don't think I've ever eaten from a ghost kitchen. So I don't know if that would be good or not. I actually have no clue. So we'll see. You guys are voting right now. Okay, some shout outs to do. First off, $1.20 tip, you should go and have barbecue for DSP Tries It. I've already explained the reason I'm not doing barbecue is because I just don't want to eat a lot of red meat. Like, I'll give you a perfect example, okay? You might say, well, I don't get it, Phil. You say you don't want to eat red meat, but yesterday you had Burger King.
Yes.
Right, but what did I
Brisket.
have at Burger King? Let's think about it. A terrible drink that I took 2 sips of. A bunch of
brisket on a burger. So instead of getting a real barbecue, you went to fast food barbecue, which I don't know how gout crystals operate, but it seemed like they'd probably be happier about fast food, to be honest. Fast food barbecue probably scratches their itch more than gourmet fast food. I don't know, though. But.
Chicken wraps, and I had about 2/3 of an awful Whopper. So what there was stuff I shouldn't eat, the 2/3 of the awful Whopper. That's it. Everything else is fine. You see? But if I go to a barbecue place, what do you want to see from a barbecue? You want to see the meats, right? You want to see some ribs. You want to see some brisket. You want to see some pulled pork. Now, admittedly, you could also do barbecue chicken.
Brisket.
But you don't go to the barbecue place just to try the barbecue chicken. Especially if I'm doing a DSP Tries It, you're going to want me to do a variety of meats from this place. Well, I shouldn't be eating that. You understand? I really shouldn't. If I eat barbecue and I eat a bunch of red meat, I have a very big chance that I could have a health issue.
What's that?
And I don't want to do that.
What's
There's
the
a difference
health issue?
between, oh, okay, once a week I eat fast food and I have like a burger versus, oh, I'm having a giant platter of red meats and taste testing them all against each other, and now I'm putting myself at risk. So I'm doing it for my own health. All right.
Fucking ChatGPT's pissed me off. I said, I want a picture of a gout crystal excited about eating a pretzel bun hot dog. And it said, I can't generate that because it violates our content policies. I said, what policies? It says, I can't let you know the specifics, but anamorphic things making fun. Specifically ones that govern how bodily conditions or medical elements are depicted, especially in potentially humorous or anthropomorphic ways that could be seen as insensitive. That said, if you'd like an image of something similar, like a cartoon crystal character excited about food or just pretzel bun hot dogs in a fun, exaggerated scene, I could absolutely do that. I said, okay, do that. I still can't generate that image because it violates our content policies. Fuck off! Tired of it! Come on!
Okay. Let's see here. Danzak did a $2 super chat. Do they have Coney dogs? No, you saw what they have. They have like two or three variations. They have like a classic hot dog, and then they have a crazy one where they put bacon, jalapenos, serrano peppers, onions, mayo, mustard, and avocado. What the frick, man? That's nuts. That's a hell of a combination to put on a hot dog. That's just wild. So
I'll try somewhere else. Fuck them.
So there you go. They don't have a coney dog. No, they don't.
No
okay?
coney dog, thank God.
Okay. So anyway,
That's
thank
not
you, Dan
gourmet.
Zach. And then Hello Voltage did a $2 super chat. No gourmet food till you safely deliver those pigs. Well, we did. Luckily, last night with Truck Sim, we actually did deliver a big group of pigs. You know what I was surprised at? I forgot to mention this. They didn't make any noise. You would think, oh, if you're delivering pigs, it would make like a pig noise. It didn't make any noise when you were driving them. That would have been
old
cool
are
if
you?
they did, right?
What? They didn't make any noise. It didn't make any pig noises.
Big ups LexCorp, CEO. Remember, it's not his fault. Nothing is. LexCorp CEO. And Music again says, imagine if he becomes a mukbang streamer since he shows so much passion for food. It's the only time he's speaking from a place of love. I mean, gaming is going to go down. He has to fill it with something, and he can't just fill it with bullshit. Food is definitely going to be more of his content in the future. I guarantee it.
I did order Famous Dave's barbecue. I absolutely did years ago. You're right. And I regret it because it was absolutely terrible and it was bad for my health and it was not worth it whatsoever. Okay. So the polls are about to end. Let me give you the final results here, everybody. Let me refresh.
Okay. Yes, Gemini AI, you made my dream come true. Gemini AI has made it happen. Here we go. A Gout Crystal, excited about a pretzel bun gourmet hot dog, boys. Hell yeah! That's going in the slideshow. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Gemini. Look how cute he is. Look how cute guy. It's cutie. He could
Final
be a sponsor.
results are the gourmet hot.
He should be like a mascot for the show. I like him. All right, okay, come on.
Dogs. That seems to be what you guys want. All right. So what is it called again? MLB Ballpark Bites. It's a Ghost Kitchen collaboration between MLB and this Ghost Kitchen thing. And again, I've never ordered from a Ghost Kitchen. So I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. But they do deliver to me. I checked, and they do deliver to me.
Remember how much he hated on fucking Mr. Beast for Ghost Kitchens, by the way? But now it's fine. Zaza said, the pig noises are coming from inside the cab.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be any good. It might not be, actually. We'll have to see. It might not be good at all. I don't know. Well, we'll find out, I guess, because you voted for it. So I guess we're doing it next, something different. And the thing is, the good news is, we can do a bunch of these, and we can go back and forth. So let's say we do that as the next DSP tries it. Now, in the meantime, if something else happens, and there's a limited time thing or something that happens somewhere else, let me know. Maybe we'll do that. But then we could go back to one of these other ones that I have the idea for. We can kind of bounce back and forth between local and other stuff. Okay? Yeah, I bet if they're a ghost kitchen, how much do you want to bet they probably are a ghost kitchen that does like 10 different businesses? They probably do.
Wild speculation and slander. Big ups. Why not? All right, so Jordan TSK has an interesting idea. Pick up where you left off on the Pig Panther style Dead Air song. If we make it to the end, free temple piece. So like I pause it every time. Now that's an interesting idea. How long is the song in general? Hold on, I'm just checking the length. I'm not actually playing it. So it's 52 seconds. 52 seconds. I mean, that's so easy though, isn't it? 52 seconds of dead air is nothing. That's just so easy. If it was like 2 minutes, I think, or something, I think it'd be more of a like right now I could be playing it, and we'd be there already. I'll give Lemtex this one though. What the fuck?
Okay, so thanks for helping me decide.
Big ups on Dex.
All right. Now, we're not doing a podcast tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow is going to be my skip day. I skip the podcast about twice a week now. It seems to be working well.
It's his rest day.
You know, doing a podcast every day, we don't necessarily have something to talk about. But it seems like when I save the podcast for days when we have, you know, set topics of discussion, it usually works well. So tomorrow we'll skip. We'll come back on Wednesday. But in the meantime, what do you guys want to talk about? Let's get some back and forth Q&A and discussion going now.
Q&A now.
So we can have a nice chill time here. And that way, you know, there'll be no burning questions left unanswered and things.
There never is.
You know, before we take the day away. So what's ever on everyone's mind?
Before we take the day away? What does that
Would
mean?
I consider trying the Mr. Beast Ghost Kitchen? Absolutely not. I'm not going to give that guy $1 of my money. He doesn't deserve it. And the food apparently is atrociously bad to the point where he has actually disowned his own ghost kitchen, saying if he could get out of it, he would. It's his worst business decision ever because there's no standards whatsoever at his ghost kitchens. So some are good and some are atrociously bad. And people are, you know, complaining, and he has no control over it to make it better. So basically, it's hurt his reputation.
Okay. Well, you already bought some chocolates of his, so anything else you want to buy of his, or? Why stop there? Why stop at just chocolates?
Yes, I tried his chocolates when they were on extreme discount clearance. That's correct. I did do that.
He already got paid for those. Thanks, though.
They were trying to get rid of them. It was like bargain prices. They were slashing prices to get rid of the inventory because no one eats that shit.
He already got paid for those. Thank you. He thanks you, though.
I don't hate Mr. Beast. I just don't like the fact that basically internet culture has changed towards creation that's just garbage creation for no value, doesn't really do anything for benefit of society, just real garbage stuff. And it's corrupting a whole generation of youth who think that that's like good stuff and good behavior, and it's not.
Yeah.
You know? I don't personally have anything against Mr. Beast. I don't care about the fucking guy. He doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely.
Thoughts on the CEO that got fired after getting caught cheating at a Coldplay concert?
I want to hear this. I actually have my own theory as to where DSP went for the last week. I'll show you.
Well, it just goes to show you that people who are in positions of power at these major corporations are usually not very smart because they're usually silver spoon in the mouth born, had everything handed to them their whole life.
What does
they're
that
just
have to do with
morons.
cheating?
They think that they have infinite power and can get away with anything. This guy.
I found this. This is interesting. I don't know if you guys saw this one, but this is where he was during the week. It's wild. He didn't like it. It's crazy how this happened. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Okay, go ahead.
Guy is a complete fucking idiot. He's married, has a family, he's rich, powerful. What does he do? That's not enough for him. That's not enough. I need everything. So I also need to be able to sleep with whoever I want, whenever I want. So let me sleep with the head of HR. And then, I'm immune to anything. So I'm just going to publicly be with this woman out in public.
What?
You know? No, you fucking idiot. I mean, it just shows to show these people are just complete fucking idiots and don't deserve to have the power they have.
Yes, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but only CEOs cheat. The only people that cheat are CEOs of companies with silver spoons in their mouth. Did you guys know that? It's wild.
These people are just complete fucking idiots and don't deserve to have the power they have. They're not in the best interest of anyone doing the right things.
Uh-huh.
There is a upper echelon class of people in the United States and worldwide.
This is who cheats, everybody.
Why? But it's very prevalent in the United States. They're the 1%ers. They've never done a damn thing to earn anything. They literally have everything handed to them. And then they just stay there for the rest of their lives. It's called failing upward. They make mistakes. They do fucked up stuff. They get promoted. They get rewarded. This is just the case where the only reason that this guy has any kind of repercussions is because it happened at a Coldplay concert and the Coldplay guys called him out. That's it. That's literally the only reason.
Not the Coldplay guys didn't call them out. They just showed it on the screen and they flipped out. That's why it became a big deal. If they didn't flip the fuck out, it wouldn't have went anywhere.
That didn't happen. He would have got away with this scot-free and continued to do heinous actions for the rest of his life and failed upward. That's how it works for that upper 1%er class.
What?
And the rest of us, we make mistakes. We get penalized. There's consequences. We suffer. Not them.
He literally lost his job. He was forced to resign based on this mistake he made.
But this guy just happened to be the one guy who got caught out because of bad luck.
So what's the message here? Only rich people cheat? He shouldn't have got caught? What are we saying here? Caught? Yeah, he got caught out, guys. Don't forget that. He did get caught out. Right. Nerd Brew says, figure idea, we should get Gout Crystal plushies. We looked into getting plushies done, with that being said, but they're not like, I haven't found one like Teespring or whatever where like it's made to order. So you got to like say like, I want this many, kind of thing for the plushies. But it's definitely an idea we want to do someday. We had the idea for a Corner Demon one. But you have to get a certain amount. It's a whole thing. It's different than like merch, And I don't want to do that thing where it's like, are you going to buy one? Or like pre-order thing, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know about a Nintendo lawsuit about breaking Switch 2. I know that Nintendo is saying that if they catch you doing things on Switch 2 they don't want you doing, like modding it or stuff like that, they'll brick it. But apparently that's already been a clause for a long time. But I guess now people found out about it. And maybe, I don't know. I didn't know there was a court case regarding it. I realized there was more than one person cheating. Why am I solely blaming the dude? I'm not. I'm speaking from my own perspective. The woman probably is exactly the same situation as him.
What?
HR? I don't know. I only heard that, from his perspective, he's the CEO. Someone asked me did you hear about the CEO? They didn't say, did you hear about the couple? They said, did you hear about the CEO? So I was answering from the perspective of the question. Do you understand?
Okay. She was also married and cheating. So.
MVL Roy says, did you hear about a Donkey Kong movie Nintendo is suing for copyright? I don't know. I heard a really weird thing. Okay? I heard a really weird thing. That I guess people thought that Nintendo was making a Donkey Kong movie because there was some kind of a filing saying that a Donkey Kong movie was in production. But then Nintendo says, no, that's not us. And then they sued immediately to say stop. I don't know. That's so confusing to me. What made someone think they could make a Donkey Kong movie if they don't own the IP? I don't get it. I don't know the whole situation.
That was a long time ago, right?
Mr. Mark just did a €10 super chat. Greetings from Germany. May I ask what the button is?
Oh.
What the button is?
He's talking about the straps.
Are you talking about this, the YouTube play button?
No, the dent.
This is the YouTube play button for this channel, DSP Gaming. I got this over a decade ago. In fact, probably it was like 2010, 2011-ish, 2012-ish maybe, when I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube. It's the original YouTube play button. They stopped making it over a decade ago, so I have one of the first ones. You can't actually get this anymore. It's actually pretty much a collector's item because you can't get them. Now they make a new one that looks completely different. Honestly, I think this one looks better.
Awesome.
That's what that is. And then you said, do you push on your chair from time to time? I have no idea what that means. Do I push? If you want to rephrase. Oh, are you talking about this? The chair strap? Yes. No, that's my pillow. See? There's a pillow for back support, but it tends to move around, so I have to adjust it from time to time. It's a little loose. It didn't used to be as loose, but, the chair's like 3-4 years old now, so it's kind of worn out.
Oh, that's what he's...
Let's see what
that's what he's doing, guys. Mystery solved. He's pulling the strap more so the pillow goes in the middle, guys. That's what he's doing with the strap. That settles that mystery. Mr. Extravagant says, sorry for hyperfixating, but that has to be at least 6 inches of sleeve hanging out. How is that even possible? I can't stop seeing it. I've never had 6 inches of anything hanging out of myself, but I do know what you mean. There is 6 inches of sleeve hanging out of those fucking sleeves. It's because his overshirt is really short sleeves, so...
Current Euro conversion is.
It's a bad combination. Let's see what Ashton thinks.
We're seething!
Damn it. I want the new one.
She did a €10. That is... $11.69. So thank you to Mr. Mark for... Let's see here.
And also, he's definitely trying not to beg at all. By the way, today, he's very intentionally not begging.
I got a $1.11 tip from Interesting Box. What is the sound that you would make if a metal rod shot up your ass? We know who you are. You're not Interesting Box. You're that freak who talks about shit and piss and things going up my ass. We know who you are. You're a disgusting deviant.
Is this DSP Gaming?
Thanks for the $1 tip.
Oh. Because he made so much yesterday, I think he's trying to be best behavior, you know?
Okay. My opinion on Donkey Kong will be amended today as I play more. I haven't played it since launch day. I have nothing further to say about it. Genesis Gaming, 41 months as a member. Thank you so much for that. Says Nintendo is apparently getting legal problems left and right for bricking of consoles, and the same with game key cards. Oh, again, I don't know anything about that.
Well.
Most disappointing game I played this year? Oh, to answer that, I would actually have to look at everything I played this year.
What else? We got nothing else to do. Yeah, Tony T says, cures.
Let me take a look at everything I played
Mr. Beast
this year.
cures the blind.
Okay,
Doesn't deserve
let me go back to the
$1. He hasn't done anything for humanity.
So let's see. We did Dino Crisis. We did Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Mouth Water. City of the Wolves. Played a whole bunch of Five Nights at Home. Adam
just reading the
Master. Fighting Collectible. And Donkey Kong. So what didn't I like and found disappointing? Avowed. Lost Records. Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Look at this 3. Who holds a 3 like that? What is it? It's like he's the guy. It's like he's David Bowie in the Labyrinth. He's holding a gold. He's holding a crystal ball right now. Look, he is. Look. He's holding a crystal ball. I'll show it to you in a second. Hold on, I gotta get it. You can't see it right now. You don't have the magic eye. I'll give it to you in 1 second, though. Let's check this out. He has the magic eye. Dance the magic dance. What's the power of the babe? The babe with the power. Here we go. Look. Hold on. It's worth it, I promise. It's worth it, I promise, guys. Hold on. Look, who did it better? This is my question. It's my question to you. Who wore it better? Come on. The best. That's the best. Fuck, I'll stop. If I get too crazy, people will start revolting. There we go.
Inzoi, I would say for sure.
Okay, he moved it.
And honestly, probably like, Mario Kart World and Mind's Eye, all right? Out of all of those, I would say Assassin's Creed Shadows, because that is a franchise that used to be absolutely amazing. That is a franchise that used to be triple A, top of the line. When an AC game was coming out, you knew you were going to be playing gaming greatness, and you were going to have a great 20 to 30-hour adventure. Now it comes out, and it's just the same fucking garbage. Rehashed, fucking same grindy open world bullshit, base takeovers, assassinate the guy, loot the shit, boring fucking combat. Story is fucking so cliche, zero originality. The graphics aren't even that good. Cutscenes are fucking choppy. The character models stand like mannequins when they talk like this, like they have metal rods shoved up their ass, like the tipper would say, and they can't move because the metal rod is shoved up their ass. So now all that happens is their mouth moves like this, but nothing else moves.
Notice how you said the same thing as the tipper, because that's in your own vernacular.
AAA game, high budget. This Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's dog shit. It's fucking terrible. There you go.
All right. Assassin's Creed Shadow. Big ups, Tim Brown. Thank you, sir.
Now someone asked how many games have I played on my channel. Let's see.
Go to that DSP Minecraft channel. He has the whole video about it. We played it yesterday.
Hold on.
Hang on. We'll
trying to figure out how to see that.
There's no way to see that easily.
And think about this.
There's no way easily to see that.
I do this, can't see there either. It would be off by maybe like 100, but the list I have, because that would be the answer. It would be off by maybe like 100, but you know, playlist generally every new game I play, I create a new playlist for. So, but I don't know how to see how many playlists I have on the channel. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out. Nothing counts that. Oh, this year has had a lot of games that were surprisingly good. Games I never heard of, like Blueprints, I never even had heard of, and people said you got to play it. It's great. I start playing. I'm like, oh my god,
29
like,
minutes
so
left
original,
of this bullshit,
you know.
man. We are fucked.
Iron Man the Powers here says he can't wait to play Ghost of Yotei. It's going to be his #1 favorite video game, and it's going to be his game of the year. He enjoys Ghost of Tsushima so much. Well, good for you. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that it's just as good as Ghost of Tsushima, but of course, they're probably going to have much better graphics.
How many sunsets have you seen?
I've already been saying that physical games are on the way out. I said this 100%, that physical games are just collector's items now. They serve no purpose because when you get a physical game and you put it in your console, you don't have the game. It still downloads the game anyway. It's just a placeholder to claim you own something you really don't. All you own is a license to play that digital game. That's all it is. So yes, I do believe eventually they will be phased out. I truly do. What'll happen is...
I also think e-readers will be more popular in the future. I think books are on their way out, guys. Just a hot take of mine. I don't know. I think newspapers are going to have trouble continuing on in the future. I think more things are going to move online. I don't know what you guys think. But
physical games will only be available as part of the collector's edition. So if you spend the extra money to basically pay for the production cost, then they'll give you a box and all of that. But for the most part, I think physical games will go away.
Wow. So brave. So brave. So brave.
Oh, man. Do I miss East Coast food like Jake's Wayback and Burgers and Dutchess? Jake's Wayback Burgers, not really. I only had them a few times. I think I did a DSP tries it on them once or twice. I barely ate that. But places like Dutchess, Tomlinson's, Merit Canteen, all the Italian food that I used to eat when I was on the East Coast, seafood as well. I do miss all of that stuff. Absolutely, I did. But not particularly Jake's Wayback Burgers, no. Parasolo, 50 months as a member. Thank you so much. She says, can't wait for MGS3 Redemption run next month. Yes, the Metal Gear Solid Delta Triple Snake Sucker Revival game, or whatever it's called, comes out next month, and I will be playing it. Yes, I know that one's going to get some attention on it, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's going to save the business. I like what Bob Starsky said in his new song, Snake Beater. That's DSP's nickname.
We got some dancing bananas over on Kick. I was able to make a dancing banana emote for Kick. I can't make emotes for YouTube because they never allow me to add new emotes anymore. But on Kick, we got dancing bananas. I mean, YouTube still doesn't have motion emotes. That's pretty sad, don't you think? They still don't have motion emotes.
You want to figure it out, or? Big up Scoot Towalker. Unc really cooking with dog shit today. Yeah, he is. This is a bad one.
No, I'm not going to watch any trailers today. Today, I just want to hang and chill with you guys and talk about whatever topics you want to talk about.
This is a bad
so that
one.
way we get everything out of the way because I'm not doing a podcast tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, when he says I made, it means he dragged and dropped someone else's thing they made into the Kick client. That's what he means by
Yeah,
made.
I wish I could see how many playlists I have.
Oh, wow,
I don't
we're
see
still
a way
on this?
to say how many there are. I see number of videos, but I don't see
that was 3
playlist
questions
counting,
ago.
So
come on.
okay. All right, what else would you guys like to talk about? Tag me in the chat. Or, of course, if any contributions come in, I'll shout them out. Remember, for a $20 contribution, whether it's a tip, a super chat, or 4 gifted subs on Kick, you get a special animation and sound effect that plays on the stream.
Pretty cool.
How many hours of gameplay do I have on my channel? That's impossible to know. Really, I think, unless there's some kind of AI app that would figure that out. The problem is my channel, DSP Gaming, has been around since 2010. When I started, you couldn't even make videos longer than 15 minutes. YouTube had a time limit on videos. So back then, I was pumping out hundreds of videos in a week, Now, all my videos are an hour long. At one point, my videos were like 20, 30 minutes long. So even if you were to say, okay, he has this many videos times this long, you can't even do that. I have no idea how to figure that out.
You want to see something funny? Big ups David for sending this. So as you can see, the Mr. Beast Burger franchise that DSP hates now is run by a company called VDC. Well, I'd like to introduce another company to you that DSP has talked about, which is also owned by the same company. And that would be MLB Ballpark Bites. One company is the worst, the devils of the earth, and the other is cool because they have pretzel dogs. Pretty cool, though. All right. Big ups, David, for finding that.
Conky Dong did a $2 super chat and said, banana.
Almost
way to our goal. Can we get to halfway to our goal?
Never mind. He's not on best behavior.
Before the podcast ends. That way we only have to do the second half of the gameplay portion. That would work. Why do I have an incident emo on Kick? Because I'm not afraid of who I am and the mistakes I've made. I've owned up and fessed up to them. I'm not embarrassed. I mean, it's the most embarrassing moment I'll ever have, but I'll never have another one worse than that. So I got past it 9 years ago. There's no reason to worry about it. Laugh at it. Go ahead.
Let's not assume anything.
I don't care.
It makes Cat cry, though, when you said that. It makes Cat cry seeing it. So what happened about that? Yeah, and you also have to add the so far to that. Yeah,
no, I don't watch any professional fights. I'm not interested.
NW News says, what echelon are people
all-time
who jerk
favorite
off
wrestlers?
on stream?
Don't really have one.
I don't know.
If you were to ask me, like, over time, who are my favorites, who were the greats, I'd probably say, like
you better say it.
Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
And
Hulk Hogan and Macho Man.
I am a real American.
And Chris Jericho. CM Punk at one point.
Fight for
I'd have to look. I'd have to look at all the history of wrestling again, but I'm just pulling stuff out of the work that I've.
It's always been me, brother. You can name other men, but it always comes back to me, brother.
I have to look at all the history of wrestling again, but I'm just pulling stuff out of the work that I've enjoyed over the years. Jasper Boy, getting some pets. Nah, I was not an Ultimate Warrior fan. No, I was not.
Fuck him, right?
I was a Hogan fan at that time.
Obviously, Philip likes the level 1 guy everyone likes. You just know he'd like that. Orochi says, didn't his wife cheat in various relationships? I think we have we only know one we know about is Superman. That's the only one we know.
Thoughts on the Cybertruck?
To my knowledge.
I know nothing about the Cybertruck's performance. I think it's one of the most hideous vehicles I've ever seen in my life. I would never buy that thing. It looks like a piece of shit. It looks like something a kid made up in the 1980s saying, here's the car of the future. Like a mentally deficient child made it. And yet they sell it and idiots buy it. I just don't understand how dumb people are. No, Kat didn't play Clear Obscure because she prefers more passive RPG gameplay. Ooh. She likes turn-based but not having to do active button inputs. She would have hated having to active dodge and parry. She would just want to do the planning and everything but not having to button tap and time it.
She's more passive. He's a more passive kitten. Gotcha.
Yak Almighty says, what car would you want if you got a new one right now? I actually have no idea. I would have to go look at the market and see what's out there. I have no clue. I haven't followed cars in a while. My last car I got in 2017. So,
market.
I'm hoping that car will last a while. I don't want to have to buy a car because we don't drive. So the car barely has any miles on it. But if I do have to get a new one at some point, I'd have to see what's out there. I don't even know what's available anymore. Plus, they're trying to do bullshit in my state where they're trying to outlaw gas cars and say that you have to have an electric car, which is insane because we don't have enough charging stations and our electric grid would never support it. Yet they've passed laws saying that apparently this has to go into effect in the next few years. I think our lawmakers out here are fucking insane. So that's why I want to keep my gas car for now and see what happens. I get the feeling what's going to happen is it's going to go into effect and everything's going to fall apart and they're going to have to roll it back right away. And they're all going to look like embarrassed jackasses. But,
Yeah, that's what you would guess.
you know, only the future will tell.
Yes.
Last concert I attended, when I was going to gaming conventions back in the day, like over a decade ago, I went to a lot of different like concerts they would hold at the conventions, which were quite fun. You know, gaming cover bands. Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of Final Fantasy, his, what were they called? Earthbound Papas. His group was there and played. They were really good. So those are the last concerts I heard in person.
So we're talking how many years ago? More than a decade, clearly.
Let's see
it's
here.
A convention. We do have.
I received a $2.57 tip.
He did record that, actually. It's right here. He did record that, obviously. It was 13 years ago. This is Philip's last concert.
Oh, shit. Dancing Mad, baby. Music called Dancing Mad. Yeah!
Pretty cool. Is that someone recording with their flip phone? Oh, I was gonna say, I thought I saw a 3DS over there, but I think it's just a flip phone. Like, look at like you see this big hand in the front, but look about this one. I was like, is he recording with a DS right here? This one. Pretty cool, man. That's meta.
Gaming PC and exploring more
with the DS with the 200 by 300 screen.
Indies impacted this gaming year for you. What would the gaming year have looked like in terms of quality if you didn't have a
it is? Okay, cool.
Gaming PC? Well, let's take a look again at the playlist from this year. Let's go back
I'm sure that looks great.
Early this year. Like, what games wouldn't I have played? Okay? I wouldn't have played mouthwashing. I wouldn't have played chess. I don't know if I would have played Onimusha Warlords because I played that on PC. I don't know if that was available on console. Let's see here. I wouldn't have played a game about digging a hole. I wouldn't have played all the Five Nights at Freddy's games, probably. I wouldn't have played Kiosk.
Haven't really hit on too many big winners, have we yet? No, he's talking about PC games, I think.
You know, I might have still played Disco Elysium on console. I wouldn't have played Inzoi. That was PC only.
One of your most disappointing games of the year, then, you said? Go ahead.
I'm trying to see again what's PC exclusive. I wouldn't have played Dave the Diver, probably. I definitely wouldn't have played American Truck Sim. I wouldn't have played the taxi driving game. I would have done none of the driving stuff that we're now really enjoying together.
He's trying
none
to
of
sell
that would
the
have
computer
existed.
right now. He's trying to sell the PC.
I would have been limited with my fighting game stuff. Like, I probably wouldn't have been able to play the, CVS2 and stuff at the capacity I'm playing because I would have been limited to just console. Okay, that's the answer. Oh, and definitely I wouldn't have played Dark Souls with mods or GTA 4 with mods.
Oh, God.
So, honestly, I'd say a pretty big impact. I'm not saying that any of those games that I just mentioned, because we played them on PC, are like Game of the Year or something that really completely changed everything. But at the same time, what that's done is created content for in between the cracks. And what I mean by that is something that used to be tough for me was if there wasn't a lot of big AAA releases out, I wouldn't know what to do. And we'd actually have times where we have to do like filler and we like scratching our heads. What are we going to play? What are we going to do? It would be a concern. Literally, we just don't have that problem anymore. There is such a wide availability and wide amount of games on PC of good variety, indie games, other kinds of games like driving with the wheel. There's no downtime anymore. This is one of the
indie games, other kind of games,
best summers I've ever had.
That's really what he just said right there, isn't it? Wait.
Oh, good variety, indie games, other kinds of games like driving.
Indie games, other kind of games.
With the wheel. There's no downtime anymore. This is one of the best summers I've ever had. Take a look. We're only halfway into the summer. I have so much to do. I can't do it all. Oh, yeah. Summer used to be the dead time where we didn't know what to do. Now it's the opposite. Like, I have too much to do. You see? So I do feel, I'm not saying that because I'm a PC gamer now, that things have completely changed. And now, oh, look, I'm playing completely different franchises. You know, some of the games that are PC exclusive, time aspect of support. I mean, I'm for your dedication, for the fact that you come back and hang out with me every day, and we went through all those tough times. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. That was like 10 freaking years. Like, ever since I moved out here, and I put myself into a horrible financial hole with my decisions, I was stuck. I was stuck in a rut where I had to only play on console, where I couldn't have good quality visuals, good quality audio. Everything was kind of inferior compared to everyone else. Now I am right there with everyone else, able to play everything, great quality everything, and it is changing the content for the better. So I thank you all so much for that. Really, you guys are amazing. Happy Monday to you, Tron Gates Legacy.
Good point. DSP failed upwards after his bankruptcy. Yep. Bingo. What ALT incident makes Chew cry? Well, you can ask her, which next time she's on the show. No, but she just makes fun of me, though. It doesn't make her cry, so that's how she operates. She just laughs at my incidents. She doesn't cry at
Scorpion
them.
or Sub-Zero? I was mostly a Sub-Zero guy. I did play Scorpion, but I played Sub-Zero more than Scorpion.
Yeah, that's got to be more specific. Which outdoor P are you talking about?
In the United States, the Switch 2 is becoming more and more available, meaning, like, for example, let's say one of our stores, like Walmart or Best Buy or Target, are restocking. You can pretty much just place an order and get it, no problem. But then they'll run out of stock for like a week, and then they'll get it back, and you can get it again. And it's regular price. There's no markups here. It's still like $4.50. And do they have warranty or service? There is warranty. Any Switch you get a Nintendo of America warranty. I don't know how long it is, probably like a year, 2 years. So you do get the official warranty. Someone asked, you know, what the cost of the Switch is, what's the availability now, you know, have things changed? Yeah, it's easier to get now, for sure. Like, every other day I see a posting, oh, it's available here, you can order it right now, no problem.
Seems pretty, so, I thought it was artificial scarcity, though, what?
Feeling very soon every store will have them stocked, too.
Yeah, what about the artificial scarcity, huh? What?
When am I going to play a racing game with the wheel? Well, here's the thing. We're already playing a racing game, Mario Kart. I don't want to be playing nonstop racing games. Okay. You know, the whole idea of the wheel was to play a variety of games that normally I wouldn't play. Okay? If I'm already playing a racing game, I don't want to play another racing game on the wheel. I like the idea of the chill deliveries of American Truck Sim. I also said I would consider doing like Forza games.
What about the chill deliveries of Death Stranding?
I'm down for that, and I've heard they look amazing too on PC. But people don't seem to be that interested or really demanding them, so that's why I haven't done them yet.
This is a rough one.
Jay says, I would like to see Jasper again. I don't know where he went. Oh, I don't think so.
See, like, Jericho, look, we would have like 3 minutes of data if I did this.
When we ever get a dog, if we get a dog, we can't get one when we have Jasper Kitty. As we've said, there's different personality types for cats.
Yes.
Jasper is green personality type, which means he's very, very personable. He'll come right up to you. He'll rub you. He wants pets. He wants licks. He wants interaction. He wants to play. The problem is he wants to be the only pet. He does not want any other pet to take his spot in this house. When other animals come around, like even if there's an animal outside, he freaks out. Okay? He gets angry and upset. He starts hissing. We used to have a cat that would come by outside. He would go nuts, go crazy, wanting to attack the cat. Okay?
I guess this is what he's talking about. I mean, I found this thing from, I don't know what that means, but it's just, he's the leader of the band, I guess. I'm a cat who does everything in a big way. I like to be in the middle of things. I like to lead the parade. I'm an adventure cat, but I still make plenty of time to show you my affectionate side, I guess. I don't know. Anyways.
So the problem is if we were to introduce another pet to the household, like let's say we got another cat or another dog, he would be the kind of cat that would be incredibly upset. You've now disturbed his living situation. He's lived in this house now, you know, for over 5-6 years as the only pet. And to add another pet where he would freak out and he'd probably immediately start acting up, doing bad things, being destructive, peeing and pooping all over the house, you know?
He didn't say another dog, did he? Hold on, did he say another dog?
now, be upset. You've now, let's say we got another cat or another dog.
Another cat or another dog. I think that's just a slip of the old gout there. Not really a thing, but you're all right. You did say another dog.
He would be the kind of cat that would be incredibly upset. You've now disturbed his living situation. He's lived in this house now, you know, for over 5-6 years as the only pet.
Who
and
cares?
to add another pet, he would freak out and he'd probably immediately start acting up, doing bad things, being destructive, peeing and pooping all over the
Get
house.
over it.
You know,
he's already doing that because you don't clean the litter box.
And the thing is, he doesn't really need that. That's not his fault that that's his personality. You know, that's just how he is. I feel like if we were to bring another pet into the house now, that would be very selfish for us because we know how he is and we know that, you know, he's happy. Why now disturb his happiness just for us to have another pet for our own personal selfish reasons, right? We're happy with Jasper Kitty. So, you know, in the future,
this is so weird. It's a fucking cat and you get over it. You know, my first son, when we had my second son, he was a baby and was kind of like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why is the attention being split right here? You know, they don't like it, but they get over it. And that's a human being.
And things, you know, change because, you know, pets pass away. And obviously we're not rushing that at all. We really enjoy Jasper as our cat. We want him to live a very long and happy life with us. But one day we might look to do a dog or another cat or another kind of pet situation, but we're definitely not doing it right now.
Green style first child. He's green. He's green
Gabriel,
style.
how are you? $2 super chat. He says, what's up, Phil? A great day of streaming ahead. I agree. We're going to have more just doing all collect-a-thon. I think that we might go back to the cave since people really like when I put myself in dangerous situations. Maybe we'll just do that tonight.
Okay.
Okay. Do I miss East Coast weather? No. That's one of the things about the East Coast I never liked. The weather there is always awful. I'm glad that I don't live there anymore.
Always awful East Coast weather. Famously always awful. Yes.
Let me put
true.
it this way.
Go ahead.
Literally every week I call my parents and they're complaining about how bad the weather is. They're
Because
like,
that shows how little you have to talk about if you're literally getting that talk from your parents every fucking week.
oh my God, it's insanely hot. The hurricane came through, fucking torrential downpours, you know, crazy heat. And then in the winter, oh my God, it's fucking cold as hell. There's ice outside. It's terrible. Like, well, I'm glad I don't have any of that. Glad I just sit here with moderate weather. I don't have to put up with any of that crap. Jade, I know you won't be here tonight, but you're sticking around for Donkey Kong, right, Jade?
Still need 2 coins. He already got the Jade. He said, what's up, Jade, earlier. So we need 2 more here to get the new temple. New additions temple.
I already tried the Wendy's Takis combo weeks ago. You could find that episode of DSP Tries It on my DSP Reacts channel. That's at DSP Reacts. That's where you could find it. It was a good episode. Favorite SNES game? Depends on the genre.
Let's name all the SNES games. Okay, I'm guessing we're literally going to say Link to the Past, Street Fighter 2, Final Fantasy. I bet he's going to say those 3. And also Super Mario World. Here we go. I'm gonna call for 4 right here.
Platformer is Super Mario World. My favorite Zelda game is Zelda Link to the Past.
Got it.
Street Fighter 2 is on there.
Got it.
Hyper Fighting was the best one.
And
for Super Nintendo.
One more and I'm perfect.
Geez. Final Fantasy 3. Insanely good RPG.
If he stops here, like, that's kind of crazy, but he's going to keep going, I bet.
Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, all
it.
insanely good games.
If I would have said Earthbound, I would have been a massive W, but still pretty good.
A very common ALTW. When will his winning end?
I do not know.
Yeah, I've ever lived 18 years. That's awesome. See, this is, sadly, there's pros and cons to having a rescue animal. When you have a rescue animal, unless you have a full history, you don't really know how old the animal is. Like, I don't know. By the way, Jasper was in the window. Hi,
this doesn't fucking matter.
Jasper. Hello. He's coming out of the window right now. He poked his head out. But when we rescued him, we were told, oh, he could be 2, he could be 3, he could be 4. We're not sure.
Who cares?
So he could be much younger than we think. He could end up being much older than we think. So we actually don't know. We look for signs. And the only thing I will say is,
I hope the blood work would give you a good idea, huh?
Every once in a while when he tries to make a jump now, like he wants to jump on the dresser, he wants to jump here, there, he slips a little bit. But it's not often. It's like every once in a while. And the thing is, he didn't used to ever slip. He used to be like super duper sure.
Did he lick ant poison that day or not? I think that's the factor in that missing the jump. You know what I'm saying?
His footing and, you know. But he's still incredibly agile. He still runs around the house constantly. He's full of energy. He does all the things he did when he was younger. So we don't think he's getting old. Maybe just slightly older, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Jane said he wanted to see you. You want to come over here? Come on up. I tried. He looked at me and he turned around and he laid down. He doesn't want any pets. I'm sorry. I tried, Jade.
Sorry, Jade.
Jay Kuma says I should try soloing the Ender Dragon. He's not that difficult. Dude, I don't have any obsidian. We're so far away from doing that. Like, can you go to the Nether? Sure, if you play fucking Minecraft all the time and you know what you're doing and you know how to get the resources. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm so ill-equipped. We play once a week and I just kind of flub my way through the stream. You should really destroy your aspirations of me doing anything crazy. I don't think I'm killing Ender Dragons. I don't think I'm doing anything super epic. It's going to be just me chilling in Minecraft every week. That's kind of the point.
Just killing birds. Linda on his last leg, Jasper on last paws. Yes, Zotsky, good point here. Meanwhile, DSP complains about 65 being too hot, but yet his parents are living hell. Uh-huh. NW News says he gets along well with horses, though, so debunked. That's why Jasper is okay with other animals, says NW News.
Here's what's funny is the people on Kick literally think I don't read their messages. It couldn't be further from the truth. I read all the messages on Kick. The problem is that Kick's chat is mostly, not all, but mostly LARPing idiots.
Yes.
People who actually don't like me or holdovers who liked me when I was hanging out with Kino Casino, and now that's all over with for 4 months for the record. But they're still hanging out in that chat. So they just sit there saying the most dumb shit, and I ignore them until finally something happens that's intelligent or nice, and then I'll respond. You get it? How are you? Get it? You tell me, right?
I got it. I was quick on that one.
I did like Dave the Diver. I'm sad that the audience didn't. I actually really enjoyed Dave the Diver, and I wanted to play more, but people weren't into it. They were complaining about it, and the support was bad, so I said, well, oh well. You move on. You do other stuff if people don't want it.
He's closing up shop for the day.
Almost.
Jade said, ooh. Like I said, I would like to get halfway to the goal before the podcast ends, and the podcast is almost over.
I got to pay attention today. I got to be quick.
If someone did a $20 contribution, we get into animation again with the sound effect.
I got to be quick
Let's see
today.
if someone does it. It's either a $20 super chat, $20 tip, or 4 subs on Kick. Or I guess I suppose you could do 7 memberships here on YouTube. Gabriel the Blessed says, why do you think I'm present on both platforms, but I spend 95% of my time here? Because the YouTube audience who talks is just much more intelligent. They're not there to meme and be toxic and stupid. A lot of the Kick viewers are there just to meme and be toxic and stupid, and I don't enjoy engaging with that.
He had a stroke! He's mushmouth!
On Kick who are legit, who are nice people. But there's way more of that on YouTube than there is on Kick.
Start the game already!
Jade is a viewer who's been around for many, many years. He's been supportive over the years, but also just generally not a nice person, which is why I talk to Jade back and forth conversations.
I don't think that's the reason, is it? There's a lot of people in chat that have been with you for years that are very nice people that you don't give carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want. So I'm interested in why the difference is, huh? I'm interested. What was the difference, you'd say?
YouTube people just blindly
he's poor! He can't even afford the premium subscription.
me. That couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, he said, he kind of flubbed it. I got you saying, guys. He said Jade is not a nice person, but it was just an accident. He didn't really mean that.
YouTube viewers don't act like, you know, like retarded idiots. They actually just act like normal people. So
really smart to say that about someone that is literally retarded. Good job.
Act like, you know, like retarded idiots.
Okay.
They actually just act like normal people. So in general, hanging out with the YouTube audience is a lot more chill.
Got
I
that,
try to
Jade?
interact with the Kick audience. I got to put up with these stupid fucking bullshit memes and detractor shit. Like, oh, God. Like talking to a 4-year-old. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Tubs thinks I would have enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 more of the game. So sub on incredible proof. So I cannot.
Uh-oh.
That gets us up to 69. And as you guys know, I'm an incredible proof. So I cannot have it sit at 69. We need to have someone contribute right now so that we can get off of the number 69, or else I'll be incredibly offended.
Number?
Have I thought about trying different banana varieties as a reward to be in line with Donkey Kong? Banana varieties? There aren't many. There's like regular, there's plantains, and there may be like one more. There's not that many banana varieties out there, I hate to tell you. At least available at like a regular store here in the United States. Gabriel the Blessed has gifted a membership. Thank you to Gabriel. Now we actually have one of each contribution.
All right. Now we can start, right? This guy knows bananas.
That's $3, so that gets us up to 72. Thank you so much, Gabriel. What's up, Weird City? How are you today?
Woo! We have hope. We have hope. We have hope. We are one away. Here we go. One away. We've already used Jade, and we have not used Game
So
Boy
like
yet.
Sonic or Mario more? I mean, I've played a hell of a lot more of Mario. When I play Sonic, I do enjoy it. Depends on the game. Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors, Sonic Frontiers, all great games, right? But then you look at some others, and I would say Sonic has a lot more hit and miss situations. For every Sonic Mania, you know, there's like a real shitty dud of a Sonic game, like Sonic Boom. While with Mario, he almost hits greatness every single game that's ever come out. There's a few Mario games that maybe are a little bit subpar, but for the most part, almost all the Mario games are great. And the biggest, best platformer ever for me was always Super Mario World. So I'd have to say Mario over Sonic, although I do love Sonic. I really have enjoyed his games over the years.
Great take. So brave. Mario is missing. That's a bad one.
Do I know why my Spider-Man games go popular? What on the earth does that mean, Spawn Killer? What are you talking about?
That's a real fan,
What does
Spawn
that
Killer,
mean?
saying, why did your Spider-Man, what's your most viewed video he has on his channel, is asking what made the Spider-Man videos go so big. How do you not know that? It's your own fan base asking you a question. All right. Very cool. Seems like a pretty fucking normal question, you know? But all right. Treat him like shit. I guess that's the way.
Jade, I know you enjoy Donkey Kong. I'm looking forward to more today. Hopefully it's great. I do not read comics, no. I haven't read comics in a very long time.
He used to collect them?
When I upload Spider-Man games, they always get popular. No, not today. Back in the day, they did, and here's why. Back in the day, I was known as...
This is the question the person was asking. Exactly.
Popular? No, not today. Back in the day, they did, and here's why.
Why?
Back in the day, I was known as the guy who would go out, get a game on release day, play it within 2 days, have the entire playthrough on the internet. And, you know, back in the day, Marvel games in particular were getting pretty popular. There's a lot of movie tie-in games and stuff like that. So Spider-Man in particular had a lot of very popular video games. So I would play them immediately on release, and I would get those day one views. And back then, the algorithm worked very differently. So, for example, back then, my Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough, if you were searching for Spider-Man content on YouTube, it would actually show up. Even if you weren't searching for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, you might just type in Spider-Man, And because my playthrough is one of the top viewed playthroughs of all time,
yes,
okay, it would just show up. Even you just type in Spider-Man, it would say, oh, it would be one of the top videos. But then YouTube changed the algorithm at one point, and basically then it only
they started rewarding watch time instead of just search titles and search terms.
shows up if you specifically search for Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. In fact, let's test the theory right now. I'm on YouTube.
Oh, please search DSP. That'll be fun.
And I'm going to type in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions.
I'll do that too.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what I get. Hang on.
First video that comes up 3 years ago, 2.2 million views. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions gameplay walkthrough, full game with no commentary.
Yes. Because that is like that's what people want more than ever now. As someone that has a second monitor enjoyer, that is so good. Second monitor games with no commentary, I highly recommend. Because you can still focus on your work, but you get the music vibes. It's very good second monitor stuff. And that's why they're more popular than ever now, no commentary.
The full game with no commentary, 6.5 hours. Huh? The second video, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions 14 years later, 306,000 views. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, all cutscenes, full game movie.
It's same results as me right now. That's my top 3 as well. I'm looking. So let's see how long it takes to get to DSP gaming.
1.7 million views from 2.5 hour video. In reality, these aren't even allowed because they're not transformative. But the thing is, the game makers aren't suing anyone. So literally, this is what
What? What are you talking about? This guy who did a full commentary video. Okay, I'm just going to real quickly, I promise. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a commentary video. The definition of transformative.
I know DC's the concept of a Spider-Verse is well within the mainstream.
Okay, so definition of transformative there. The next one is the gameplay walkthrough with no commentary, which is still, remember, he's being the artist pushing the buttons. You know what I mean? That's what DSP says, right? I'm doing the inputs.
I'm seeing, okay? That's what comes up. I'm scrolling down. My videos do not show up at all.
Yes.
Literally, my video of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions is not in the YouTube search. I'm looking right now. I'm scrolling down. It's not there.
Because the watch time on those is probably 14 seconds at this point. Average from trolls trying to find comments or something.
It just doesn't exist.
I'll tell you how long it takes me to get there.
Yeah, it's not there. So now, if I get more specific, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, DSP.
Okay.
Now,
I'm doing it
my
too.
Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough finally pops up.
Yes.
And it says Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions playthrough part 1, 3.2 million views. So my playthrough actually has more views than the ones that are recent. But it doesn't show up in YouTube search.
Because YouTube rightly knows no one wants to see shit of that quality. If people clicked on that going to YouTube in 2025, they're like, fuck this website. You know, imagine. Fuck this. What is this? What the fuck video is this? I'm out of here. You know?
Ones that are recent. But it doesn't show up in YouTube search. They removed it. I'm telling you, what they did is at one point, they changed the algorithm on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the algorithm kicked all of my old videos out of YouTube's algorithm. It just doesn't exist anymore. Like they don't get any views. That video used to be the #1. When you search Spider-Man on YouTube, that would be right there. So everyone would go watch the playthrough and be like, oh my God, this is funny. And then I get a lot of views based off of it. Every year, I'm not kidding, I would get hundreds of thousands to millions of views based on that video because people would see it and then look at related content. But now, when they changed that algorithm years ago, it completely screwed over my channel and all of the legacy content. The old videos do not show up in search unless you search for DSP.
Real quick, here's what you would get if you clicked on that video in 2025. This is what you get, guys. You tell me if YouTube's doing a good job or a bad job with this fucking algorithm.
All right, here we go. This is a highly anticipated game for me anyway, being the first Spider-Man game I've played in about 2 years now. And I really enjoyed Web of Shadows 2 years ago, and it ended up being one of my most highly viewed video series of all time. And it really launched my YouTube channel to the masses when the videos went viral. So I am really looking forward to this. Hopefully.
Because I could get more viral again based on this, is what he's saying. So part 2 has 200,000 views. So there we go. This has 3.2 mil. Part 2 has 300,000. Didn't seem like he got too many people to keep watching, but yes, he definitely got a lot of views on that one.
Like here's another one.
Oh, yeah, you want to see? Okay, yeah, good point, Len. Let's see the illegal non-commentary one. So what YouTube wants you to watch today. I'll give you that. Hold on. So this is what YouTube is giving me when I search for Shattered Dimensions. This is what I'm getting, okay? After that highly edited video I already showed before, this is the second option.
Hey there, true believers. Watch
right into the game.
Once again, frightening forces are at work in our world.
Look at
ready
that.
to wreak havoc with our...
Not a second of wasted time. They know what it is in 2025. You got to get this shit out now.
very existence. Who or what?
That's... The algorithm is not the perfect thing, right? By any means, but it got this one right.
Resident Evil. Five. What was the DLC? Lost in Nightmares.
What are we looking for now?
Okay. Resident Evil 5 DLC, Lost in Nightmares.
Okay, let me see what you guys real quick. Resident Evil. I'm gonna type it like he is. So I know he is. Lost in Nightmares. Okay, I just searched the same thing. What did he get?
What shows up? Well, someone doing a playthrough 9 years ago, live streamed.
Live stream. By the way, it's veteran S rank, no damage, complete walkthrough. He's underselling that top result. Go ahead.
Playthrough 9 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Okay. all 9 years, 1 year. Not me, not mine. Dude, I'm not even kidding you. Someone with 1,000 views shows up in the search.
Oh, God, I got to see that one. 1,000 views. I'll show you that one. Hold on. I think he means this one has 2K views. I guess he's undercutting this one. This is a review. That's not even a fucking playthrough. It's a review.
Dude, I'm not even kidding you. Someone with 1,000 views shows up in the search.
That is a review.
48,000 views. It's all stuff from a million years ago, okay? But not mine. No, mine doesn't show up.
This is what he's talking about, by the way. It was released a year ago, and it is a fucking review that has 2,000 views. So that's a review. Anyways, okay, moving on. I will debunk as long as it takes.
At all. Now, if I type in Lost in Nightmares DSP.
I did the same. Doesn't even show up first.
It still doesn't show up. Holy shit. It still doesn't show up.
The Outsider, big ups. Third result. What a king. What a king. We bowed to you, Outsider. Third result. That's top 3 results, by the way. That 2,000 view video shows up first. The algorithm clearly likes this one for some reason. And then we get the achievement guide, which offers a lot of, value to its viewers that want to get achievements even in 2025. And then we have this You Don't Play, which is what everyone wants.
Wow. How do I get my Lost in Nightmares to show up? Because even typing in DSP, it's not showing up.
Increase the watch time.
That's crazy.
Increase the watch time. Good luck.
Okay, I had to type in DSP Gaming. All right. I had to type in Resident Evil 5, DLC, Lost in Nightmares, DSP Gaming. Not even DSP, DSP Gaming.
He's right.
And then finally, the video showed up from 15 years ago, 1.5 million views. In reality, my playthrough of Lost in Nightmares, that DLC, that's the most viewed playthrough of the game and that DLC. The first part has 1.5 million views. No other videos even have 1 million views. But guess what? My playthrough doesn't show up in YouTube search. It's gone. It's been erased. It's there. You could still find it, but you have to search hard. Like I said, what happened was YouTube took legacy content
Adrian,
and they
answer that.
changed the algorithm at one point, and it kicked all my legacy content out of the algorithm so no one can find it. So all the way, I used to get all these residual views. I get no views on my old content anymore. Zero. Like 0 views. I'm not kidding. I used to get 30 to 50,000 views a month on that Spider-Man video. I receive 0 views on that Spider-Man video now because it doesn't show up. So There's nothing I can do about it. YouTube changed the system and fucked over my channels because they just decided to do so. They thought, oh, this is better for our business overall. So all the modern channels get the views now and the old channels don't get views anymore.
Don't you think that's a better business model? I guess not. Robert Williams says, did he forget he has a sub 1% watch time?
Apparently there is a way to do something, because I know for a fact the Angry Video Game Nerd, at one point, he went in and he edited all his videos. I think what he did is he went in, you know how there's the YouTube video editor? He had his company Screenwave go into his channel and edit his videos in a way that then they look like new videos again, even though they're not. It'll say like, oh, it's from 15 years ago.
They re-uploaded stuff that wasn't there before, I believe. Now, let me make sure of that. I'm not sure of that exactly, but I believe they edited the videos that weren't up in that. They uploaded them again where they weren't before, I believe.
The video has tons of views, but yet it still shows up in the algorithm. I think there's something you can do with that, but I don't know what it is. And by the way...
yeah. Okay, thank you. The Invisible Mute Reel. They removed swearing from the first 10 seconds of videos, right? And people still have generally... I know there's a lot of trolls around, AVGN at this point. But still, he's overall seen as people still watch those videos to laugh at what was once very cool, you know?
No one's going to tell you how to do it because no one wants to give out their secret. They want their shit to get ranked and to get views and not yours. So here I am, worked my ass off for 18 years, pumping out videos. They used to get millions of views. Now the old videos don't even show up in the search anymore. And now all my old content is immediately stolen by detractors and uploaded before I can even get my shit uploaded.
Now, if he doesn't talk about a lawsuit in this fucking sentence, you know it's really dead. Because now it's like you have to talk about the lawsuit. Let's see if he does.
Immediately stolen by detractors and uploaded before I can even get my shit uploaded. So I don't even get views on my own original content because they steal it immediately.
And?
So I'm just happy to be someone who's so well supported by you guys.
See, he's not.
On
it's
streams,
over, guys.
Because if
over.
it weren't for you, I'd be out of business.
Not even a whisper about a lawsuit. It's over.
But between the theft and the changes on YouTube, there's no way that I can make a living doing this if it weren't for you guys. I hope you understand that.
He would have mentioned it right there. I mean, how can you not?
Beaver Bother is back. Tipped $1.50. He says, I finished DK yesterday. The end game is worth the investment. Have a good stream. Thank you, Beaver Bother, for $1.50 tip.
Yeah, he basically abandoned YouTube for Twitch 2017. Yes, he didn't care as much about it. Didn't care about thumbnails.
Arg says they didn't edit the videos. They updated and changed thumbnails to modern ones that the current algorithm favors. No, that's not true. They did edit them because the original videos had copyrighted music that eventually got claimed, and they edited the videos out to take the music out and do other things to swap in other music and stuff. They are edited. For 100%, I'm 100% sure of it that they're edited. They're not the original versions at all. And I think what it is they found a way to use the YouTube editor to do that.
They found out a way? Don't you think everyone would be fucking doing that if it was that easy? Did they just use the YouTube editor tool? Anyone could do that right now. Just push a button. Oh, by the way, in the last episode, some people were saying the music was like going in and out. Was it just during a certain thing or the whole fucking show? Let me know. Someone said that in the comments. I wrote back, but I didn't get an answer yet. Because I had to cut out one song. One song was, again, doing the bullshit where, like, claim everything and bukkake ads. So I tried to erase it. But let me know if it's just that part or what. $108 now.
What's my favorite fighting game? Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Okay.
Askew says, how many times has he said his gameplay is what's transformative? Now it doesn't matter. I know. That was wild. Oh, this is not, if the companies care, they could sue them. That's just, there's no commentary.
All right, guys, we're about to adjourn. Can we get to halfway point where we're at $73? Can we get to 75? And then we'll end the show and we'll get set up for Donkey Kong. Come on. Let's get to $75 of support. That way we only have to do the halfway to hit the goal for today. Game Boy, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, let's go. Let's start the week off right. It is time. There we go. We got it. Big ups to Seawook Dev for that. And there has been another change. It's not done with the changes yet. That's all I'm gonna say. Best way to start the week. We earn this with our hard work and dedication. YouTube threw my shit out of the algorithm years ago. Thanks to our support, we can do this fun stuff. We don't need them. Sing it, Jimmy!
Always gonna
Tell 'em.
shine again. I'm really the part of gold.
Ethan Ralph is loving this. He's having the most fun, I think.
Waits at every rainbow's end.
Okay, great fun.
Indrid, step on me.
Oh, God, that old bug is back. Son of a bitch. We'll fix that again. I'll get it. I'll fix that. You know when you change one thing, other bugs come up? I'll fix it.
There is a new Pokemon game coming out for Switch 2 already. There's nothing needs to be announced. It's already coming out later in the year. They're probably just going to talk more about this current one coming up, I think.
Fun over. Fun instantly over. Energy just gone. It's like so jarring. We come back to this. All right. Pretty fun.
Okay, I received a $6.43 tip.
Uh-oh. The
From Weird
horses
City.
are back.
He says, here's to cutting out the middleman. Thank you, Weird City. All right,
Right.
thank you. $6.43. That does it for us. All
You
right,
guys,
cool.
Don't go to the glue factory. I've always said this. I think there's a more efficient way of making glue than horses. There has to be. And I'll find it, okay? I promise, guys. I promise.
That's actually our biggest tip.
Your death will not be in vain, horses. I'll find a way. Trust me.
All right, that gets us up to be doing the DSP Tries It starting today. And we had a great chill show. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to remind you all, no podcast tomorrow and maximum gameplay in for that stream. A couple quick contributions. Does this look normal? Did a $2 super chat? He says, F the algorithm. Thank you very much. Does this look... I just got a $1 tip.
Okay.
Someone says a big part of the reason your old content doesn't get views or get in search results anymore is length. Your YouTube goes by watch time now, not views.
Yes.
Most of your old content is 15 minutes or less per video. And think about how dumb that is. So you're
Why?
going to tell me because a video is short, it has no quality whatsoever and should never get ranked in YouTube search.
It's less attractive than longer things to modern viewers. Yes.
What? Of course not. But that's the problem. YouTube changed their algorithm. Back in the day, none of that mattered. As long as your video had views and was popular and had engagement, boom, the video would go in search. Now, all these weird factors have completely phased out legacy content from views.
Weird factors such as watch time, which is the most important thing for advertisers.
Why? The video is not worse today than it was back then. In fact, it's still just as entertaining, but YouTube has hidden the video because they decided on a whim one day,
That's not what
we
they said
want
at all.
longer videos to get better rankings. It's completely fucked. It completely screws over entire businesses from the past. It's fucking immoral and unprofessional. Okay. And by the way, they didn't disclose when they did the change either.
They don't have
They just did it overnight, and all of a sudden views went, woo, on legacy content. It was
But for other people, it went, boo, up, right? Because they learned to roll with it?
pretty fucked up. So, yeah, it's bullshit. Why on earth can't anyone find my stuff? Again, no lie. That Spider-Man video, Shattered Dimensions Part 1, used to receive between 30 to 50,000 views a month alone. Just that video, because it was the top thing for Spider-Man. If you searched on YouTube, that was like the top 3 videos. I was in there.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, overnight, they changed the algorithm. Doesn't show up in search at all. 0 views a month.
This is the same thing as saying, I used to be younger and more attractive and girls liked me, but now they stopped. Why? It's like, okay, that's a thing that happened. Man, I used to be so much stronger than I am now. And people like me so much more. I was so much hotter then. Damn, what happened? And by the way, the aging algorithm, they didn't even tell me when they were changing it, and it just hit me one day. Boom, I was older. It's like, what? Huh? They never told you, by the way.
There goes all my traffic. And that was one of the major reasons why my channel had a big decline at one point. Pretty fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Logan K is saying good point. It's because he has not uploaded to Dark Side Phil channel over a decade. It's considered inactive. Steve Jones took it down. Yes, that's another good point. He hasn't uploaded shit in 10 years.
People don't want to stop contributing. I had another dollar tip.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't want to stop contributing.
Yes, Shinken25. I am very, very nervous about the Africanized killer bees coming into Washington. Thank you all. No podcast the show. Tomorrow we're just going to be doing GTA 4 with Mom.
I'm scared of the Africans bees coming into Washington.
Wednesday.
No, not black people.
We'll
it's African bees.
Tomorrow's
no, I'm not talking about the Burger King parking lot.
We'll be back
it's the
for a
bees.
good one. Thank you all. Peace out.
No.
Later.
Not the people. It's bee. Oh.
All right, guys. So, the good news is, today I actually can use the green screen. It's the first day in like 3-4 days that I can. So, finally, the chair will not be in the shot. We won't be having these weird graphical things going on in the content.
Will. Trust me,
let's
we
set
still
this
will.
up. I do have to switch over to the Switch 2.
Oh, it's almost 4:40. I will redirect you to Misery Merchant doing a show after this one at 5 p.m. So, I'll redirect you there. We should finish right on time.
Because that's a hardware switch I have to do. Let me do that quickly. Let's get the Switch 2 hooked up.
Let's try some Donkey Kong sounds. Good point. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's get that green chair cover on.
What was that?
Cool.
Oh my god. Jesus, DK. DK, this is absurd. Oh god. Sounds like me on my Friday night.
Now let me actually turn on the green screen.
Okay.
There we go.
Jesus, DK, relax.
Nice.
Take it
First
easy.
time in days, the setup will look a lot better. We
Take
won't have
it
the
easy,
issues
man.
graphically behind me and start playing here.
Damn.
Should look good. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go on a very brief break. I just gotta use the bathroom and stretch my legs quick, and then we're gonna get started.
1 or 2.
I will have a formal break, a longer one, in a little over an hour when my wife gets home. But I'm just gonna take a very brief one now, and I'll be right back and we'll start. Okay, guys? So give me like a couple minutes. I'll be right back, and then we'll begin.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. So 13, 16. That's 6 minutes. 8 minutes.
See?
I think he's back now. 8 minutes.
Alrighty, everybody.
Ish.
Let's play some Donkey Kong, shall we? Let's start the bonanza. Let's begin the bonanza. Well, let's resume the bonanza.
This game does look good. I'm definitely getting it in Christmas. It really just looks like Odyssey, but with more stuff to do. And Odyssey was awesome, so.
Okay. No, we're not going back to Call of Duty because we're waiting for the new one. We already played enough of Call of Duty, Black Ops, whatever the fuck it was, for goodness sake. I can't remember if we need to put the leaderboard on the bottom or the top of the screen. Looks like bottom, right? Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Going live.
It is. Oh my God.
Having a lot of fun, that's for sure. Look at him.
I think this is a puzzle piece. I need this for a completely different thing.
He makes this look the dumbest possible. He purposely makes it so you see nothing of what's going on. Like, I've seen other people play this now, and it's not like this, guys. It's not.
This is just insane. This is the game. If you think like, oh, why is he playing like this? No, this is the
there's Harambe top tip, $66.
actual game. I'm not kidding. Like, this is what I think they want you to do. Or I'm going to save up for longer transformations.
Just like in DK64, he has no idea how the camera works.
I don't even know where the puzzle guy went.
All right, well, Adrian, I remember your question. It was, have you covered the Triforce thing? And actually, I have. We talked about it, but we never did the episode with Triforce. Triforce did like a kind of a battle against Triforce and DSP. Kind of had a little feud that was on Alphism Radio. But if you listen to it, it's really not that interesting. It's not like. It's kind of like they're both. It's like two hyperfixated people fighting. They're both say like so stupid stuff. It's not even funny. I'll give you the link if you want to listen to it yourself. If you haven't heard it yourself, obviously, but it's not that funny. It's not that interesting. They're both just very stupid, and they both have stupid claims about everything, and it's just not that cool. I thought it was, but they're both just dense fighting, and it's not interesting. But if you want to give it a shot, here it is. There you go. Mr. Hut Stuff has the link for it if you want to listen to it, but it's just not. It's not that funny. It's not that interesting.
Look, I'm all around the pipe, but I can't figure out how to get into the pipe. Maybe I gotta follow the pipe till I find the opening.
What is this? All right. We're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll definitely do some. I'll probably do Death Stranding tomorrow in the morning before podcast time, but I'll let you know. I'm not promising that, but we'll see. I definitely want to play more this week. So, anyways, you're all legends. Thanks for hanging out another day here on the Summer of Too Much WPIG. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.